Live from the back room of the world-famous Governor's Comedy Club in the heart of Levittown, Long Island, it's Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up with your host, the invidiable Don Sill.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Put Up, Shut Up, or Stand Up right here on govsradio.com and Facebook Live. This is the show where we take two comedians, put them in head-to-head matchups of comedy competitions to see which one has what it takes and which one has what it ain't. I'm your host, Don Sill. And now let's meet our judges. Our first judge is a stand-up comedian and actress who won the Ladies of Laughter competition in 2018. She performs all over New York City and Long Island and can be seen regularly right here at Governor's Comedy Club. She's an Orthodox Jewish woman living an unorthodox life. She's Olga Namer. Olga, how you doing, Olga?
Hi, Olga.
Thank you for being here.
Welcome.
Wait.
Say hello.
Oh, hello. Hi. I'm embarrassed of that. Did you write that?
I did. Well, I got a little
Because
bit
I
of it
want to
up, yeah.
actually steal it from my
All
bio.
right, I will give it to you for sure. Our next judge is straight from the rough and tumble streets of Hicksville, Long Island. He's been producing shows and performing for crowds with Knock 'em Dead comedy for over a decade, and he still doesn't get recognized. He is 1/3 of the Knock 'em Dead comedy radio show right here on Govs Radio. He's loud and he's proud. He's Eric Shevlin, everybody. And our third judge is also from the Knock 'em Dead radio show on Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. She is the engineer extraordinaire who is ready to take on 2020 by the hair and shake it till it cries. She's Sally O'Neill, everybody.
Yeah.
Do you believe you have to see each other like over the weekend?
We also have the Gagoots. Gagoots is here, ladies and gentlemen. He is our very own roasting specialist, and we're going to talk with him in a second. Gagoots, how are you, my friend?
I'm gonna roast some ass tonight. Happy 2020, everybody. I was a happy 2020. And as my grandmama used to say, Happy New Year's. And that's because she worked for a proctologist. Okay, I'm happy tonight.
It's 2020, and the Gagoots is happy, and that makes all of us happy. Now, before Happy New Year's to you and your great old mama. Before we introduce tonight's contestants, we do have a tiebreaker to address. Comedians Christian Tinsley and Justin McDonald, two local comics that were on the show a couple weeks ago, had our very first tie here and our only tie here on Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up. And now we need to declare a winner. So we're taking it to the streets, we're taking it to the internet, we're taking it to the people.
And it's kind of hard to have a tie because like people vote in like I'm giving you a 7.4 like sometimes.
It's so
random. It's just amazing, and don't do that because it's really annoying.
Yeah, you like solid round numbers.
Yes, but it's amazing because it gets up into like the 80, 90 point structure.
Really?
Yeah.
So whole numbers.
And
only.
nobody's given a 1 yet as a judge.
No one yet has given a 1. I believe the lowest numbers ever given were from Jeannie Powers of K95 Radio FM. And she was very harsh to her and very hard to make her laugh. She was the only stone-faced judge we've ever seen. And we might have her come back for the tournament that's beginning just because of that, because I think she throws off the comics when she's staring at you.
They wanted to kill themselves.
Yeah.
Like,
What was the highest she gave?
I think a 5.
like a 6 or
Yeah.
something.
That's the highest.
The
What
highest.
was the lowest?
The lowest was like a 2. She went down to a 2.
So I got to get below a 2.
That's what I want.
Well, it's all.
No,
I
they
think
have to
these
get
guys will win
below
you
it,
over.
too.
I believe in our current guide. But with this, we're asking for all of our Facebook watchers and listeners, and also all the internet people, to go on the Put Up, Shut Up, Stand Up Facebook page where there's a poll, and you can vote based off of the poll of which comedian you think is best. There's 2 links there with their best 3 minutes. So at the end of these shows, we have the comedians do a 3-minute set from their normal set list, and you could judge off of that. And so make sure you go on our website and judge. This is Christian Tinsley and Justin McDonald. The comedian with the most votes by 9 p.m. tonight, by the end of the show tonight, will advance to the Put Up and Shut Up tournament. That's starting up on January 11th. And that begins next Saturday. So check out their 3-minute sets and vote now. All right. So now let's meet tonight's contestants, everybody.
Woo.
Hailing all the way from East Setauket, New York, our first contestant is a comedian who loves comedy and loves vampires. So why not combine the two? When he's not sucking blood, he's killing on stage. He's Andrew Plajanos, everybody.
Thank you. Good to be here. Good to be here. Thank you.
We are happy to have you here, Andrew. And our next contestant is a comedian from Hempstead, Long Island, and has been grinding it out in clubs and making a name for himself. The only thing he likes better than roasting celebrities on Twitter is roasting a fatty before dinner. He's Marquis comedian Chestnut, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, so how you guys doing today, man?
I'm good. How you doing, man?
Good.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Thank
It is a
you.
new year.
When you say roll a fatty, does that mean you mug fat people?
No, burritos.
Oh, burrito.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I didn't know if I needed an escort on the way out.
So
I qualify as a fatty.
So Marquis, how long have you been doing stand-up comedy now?
5 years, April.
5 years.
Yeah.
And where did you begin? Like, where was your where'd you cut your teeth and all that stuff?
The Comedy Zone in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I left New York to discover comedy.
Wow.
It's weird. Yeah. At 21, I left New York and then I discovered comedy.
And Greensboro is a cool city. I've spent some time in there, and it's the crowds can be a little rough.
Definitely rough.
Yeah.
The small rooms, the college crowd, you know,
Yeah.
that's really the only crowd they cater to in Greensboro. But I stepped out of that realm. Stepped into Winston-Salem, Charlotte, Raleigh. And I was in Raleigh like my last year in North Carolina.
I lived in Raleigh for 12 years, man. I love that little city.
Oh, man.
And you play good nights and all that stuff?
Oh, definitely. Good nights. The Comedy Zone in Clayton.
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. Pretty much anywhere.
Cool.
I got booked. I'm
Did
there.
you know Mike Mello?
Mike Mello? Why does that name sound so familiar?
He's like a local guy there. He's like the dude. He used to, I think he used to run the Comedy Zone. Like he was one of the main comics there.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you know how the politics are, then he just became a good nights comic. But
Right.
But no, man, that's pretty cool.
So,
And that's how you learn the craft.
definitely. Just grinding it out.
Have you ever gone on stage as a vampire?
No.
Because
Just a black
Andrew has. Andrew's found a niche for himself, which I really love it a lot. He goes on stage and he first of all he has a normal act where he's just a regular stand-up, but then he has the vampire act, and I really dig it. So tell me the origins, Andrew, of the vampire act.
So it started out as doing a Halloween show, not this last year before, and we were all supposed to dress up. The producer wanted us to dress up, so I decided on being a vampire because it's easy. And then I was like, well, I have to do vampire humor. I can't just go up and dress like a vampire and be like, oh, I've got kids, they suck. So I wrote a whole kind of 70s lounge comic, Tony Clifton inspired set. And it's sort of my love note to other comedians because it's all premises that are kind of tired and just played out, that I make them vampire premises, turn them into vampire jokes.
I think it's awesome. Like I told you even before the show, I get a kick out of the vampire thing. I like that the crowd doesn't necessarily know what to make of you right away. They're like, what the?
Yeah, no.
What is going on here with this guy? But then I think you win them over.
It takes a minute.
Yeah.
And now I have a puppet that I've added puppet vampire puppet jokes to the whole set. So
Well, what I normally like to do, I always ask the judges before we get started
Yes.
to just take a really good look at our two contestants. Just take a really good look at them and just soak them in. And
I
then,
don't like the looks of them. I don't like them.
CD motherfucker.
and
Yeah.
then,
They both look a little shifty.
Yeah, did this start?
and then,
I thought it was the guy with the mustache.
and then just let Eric, we'll start with you.
Yes.
What, just based off of first impressions, what do you think about these guys, and who do you think's going to bring the funny?
Wow, all right, that's a wow. You put me on the spot already.
That's how I roll.
I like the mustache on Andy.
Thank you.
I like Marquise's hat. I like your hat. It's rolled up. Is there anything rolled in that hat?
It's a mask.
Is there? Why is there a mask? Let me see it. Pull it down.
Oh wow.
Oh,
That's not alter ego.
that's your
It doesn't come out
Is
till
there
after
anything
12.
rolled
Yeah.
up in there that we need to be
We
worried?
don't need any
Oh,
evidence.
Are you the police?
No, I am not.
Are you cop?
No,
Are
I
you
am
cop?
not.
Are you cop?
And I can be bribed with what's rolled up in there. If you know. So there we
Indeed.
go.
Meet me outside.
I think they're both going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent. Now, how about you, Olga? Just based off first impression, before we even get started with the day, we really don't know too much about these guys. We know one started his career in North Kakalaka, and we know the other guy started his career as a vampire. So now, based off of that, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, I don't know. I'm excited to see what
unfolds?
vampires do. And I guess the hat, you gonna do something? Oh, okay.
I can do a little something.
What?
I can do a little something. Just a
All
little.
right. Well, you know what? I wish you the best of luck, both of you, because
Good.
Thank you.
I'm a tough critic. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
a bitch.
That's
like
what
a
we-
huge
Whoa.
bitch.
What?
Yes.
Hey now.
I don't know.
That's what we like to hear.
I just want to make them think it, and then
I
when
think
I'm
she's trying to
nice, they're
scare
gonna
us.
be like,
Normally I have to
oh,
pay
Yeah, you're like
not
you like
evil.
screw
Usually
it
I have
in
to
and
pay
then
extra
like
for that.
release,
Yeah,
you know, as you let your hair down.
Sally, what are you thinking of these two?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty interesting night because, yeah, I was actually I YouTubed both you guys and watching like both your stand up like the other day, and so you're really different in your really different acts. So it's going to be interesting.
Were you
Yeah, I'm
wearing
excited.
clothes while you were YouTube?
No, who would wear clothes while you're watching
okay.
YouTube?
Was
course
Tony's
not.
extra leg there?
Oh. Tony Walker, the great. He's the only one missing from the Knock 'em Dead team.
Yeah.
Thank gosh.
Yeah, because enough's enough.
I love my cousin Tony. He's a great guy, and I know he's watching. So Tony, vote for either Kinsley or McDonald. But anyway, we do want Facebook listeners and watchers to post in the comments below. If it's a comment is really good, Benny will interrupt the show today and let us know about your comment. So make that happen. All right. So now round one, guys. We're getting ready for round one. This is the joke writing challenge. What do you guys think about the joke writing challenge when you saw it last night when it came through?
I was super excited because the joke kind of wrote itself immediately because those words are so related.
Sometimes the random words, they actually
yeah.
are random, but sometimes they
help.
fall into place, and I'm like,
Right.
should I go with these? But I'm like, yeah, because that's my own personal rule. First random 4 is what we go with. But they did. So how did you feel about it?
I was more nervous before I got the words. After the words, it was like, oh, okay, cool.
Cool. Good.
Can I say that like I've watched almost every episode and somebody always says this, so I'll say it to get it
Yes,
out of the
yes,
way.
sir. Yes,
I had to look up a couple of those words.
Oh,
Get the definitions?
Ditto. Ditto.
I didn't actually have to look up any of those words.
All right. You ready to well, first we'll do rock, paper, scissors, and then we'll go into it.
Okay.
So we see who
I
goes
Is
was
it like
first.
one or like three?
We just do one.
All right.
So unless you tie, and then
Ready,
how do you do
ready,
it?
set, shoot, and on shoot.
Ready, set, shoot?
Shoot, yeah.
And on
So
shoot.
on
Shoot.
Yeah,
All right. Not ready, set, shoot, go.
right. Not 3 and go. This is the Lethal Weapon. Oh my God, dude, we're already doing a buddy movie. Like, I'm the old Chris. I'm getting too old for this shit.
And you're the right color.
Should I put my hands on the wall?
Ready, set, shoot.
Ready, set, shoot.
I know you
All
knew
right.
to do that.
Does that mean?
so you go
Yeah.
first. Oh,
No,
you get
it's
the
your
default.
choice.
You get to choose.
Oh, I get to choose. I'll kick.
All right.
You're making Marquise.
So Marquise goes first. This is the joke writing challenge. But before we go into it, Benny, tell him what's going on.
Round 1, the drawing board, also known as the joke writing challenge. Every comedian should write their own material, and this round will test their joke writing skills like no other. Both comedians were tasked to write an original joke with a comedy premise and 4 key words that they received 24 hours prior to tonight's show. Judges give their score based on originality, creativity, style, resourcefulness, and of course, funny.
All right, so now
It's a lot of words.
there's a lot of rules to this thing.
Words.
So now we are getting ready.
Oh,
I
gosh.
sent these guys a premise and 4 random words last night.
Oh, no.
So they had 24 hours to create a joke based off of the premise, which the premise is my New Year's resolution isn't going so well. My New Year's resolution isn't going so well, and then the key words are topple, debut, freedom, and drain. Topple, debut, freedom, and drain are the key words. So let's hear it from Marquise, comedian, Chestnut, everybody, and his joke.
Yeah.
My New Year's resolution isn't going so well, and it's because of this hat. I was outside trying to roll it up, and it looked like I was stuffing something in it, and I almost lost my freedom. Literally. The police walked up to me, asked me what I was doing. I said, nothing, man, I'm putting on my hat. Told me to place my hands behind my back. I then made my debut in jail. But it didn't last long. My career wasn't about to topple down the drain, because I immediately snitched on my weed man.
Yes!
Yeah.
Nice.
That was
Very
good.
nice, very nice.
Very good. Very good. Marquise with his joke writing challenge. So now I'll let you guys deliberate and give you a score for his joke that he just performed. He got all the words in there. He did everything. Yes.
I checked it off.
Excellent.
Actually, I wrote it and checked it off.
Very good. So you said that joke kind of came to you once
Just
you
now.
really you just
Literally,
off
I
the
was-
dome.
Yeah, I was going to go another route, but it came to me like just now.
Wow.
He mentioned the hat, so I just threw it in there.
Nice.
Threw it in there.
He's got to get extra points for that, guys. He off the dome changed
dome?
the joke.
Oh, off the dome changed the dome. The joke.
It was because of you.
Because
you
of
mentioned
me.
the hat, so I had to throw it in there.
So
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna go that route.
He
he
gonna go that
deserves an
route.
extra point. Just he's basically freestyled right there for us.
I like want to rehear the joke.
You want to rehear it?
You want to hear my joke just now? The one that I just said?
I have like ADD.
No,
and
it's
I,
fine.
Like got lost in the first.
Oh, no. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It is fine.
Oh, he's staring at you.
All right, so you want him to see if he can do the joke again?
Is that evil?
No,
No.
do you got it? You want to do it again? You got it
can
in?
do it
Yeah,
again.
okay. I know
Yeah.
he freestyled. I don't know if you remembered.
Is
Okay.
that
It's fine.
bad?
All right, go ahead.
No,
It's like-
it's
He's
fine.
got to do it
rapid.
one more time.
You're the
for
judge.
you, Olga.
Because I need to. Okay.
You're the
No.
judge. They shall do as we please.
Okay. You
understand
want
that?
to you wanna
All right.
go get me water? Come back. No.
All right, you ready? Go. He's
Yeah.
gonna do the joke again, Olga. You ready?
Okay.
All right, and go ahead, Marquis.
All right. My New Year's resolution isn't going well. Isn't going so well. Okay, let's start over. My New Year's resolution isn't going so well because of this hat. I was outside rolling it up, and it looked like I was stuffing something in it. It's a mask. The police asked what I was doing. I said nothing. He said, please put your hands behind your back. Oh man, I just messed that joke up.
It's okay. You still
You
get
messed me
credit
up,
for the
Olga.
first
That
time.
made it funny.
Olga.
We
no,
paid
you messed me
attention.
up, Olga. It's never funny the second time.
That's
Never
true.
funny.
It is. It
Do
is
you want him
asking
to
a lot.
explain
yeah.
it next?
It's never funny.
Like really
I'll
take
write
all
it
the
down
fun
and tell you it's never funny the second time.
Okay.
I can't get points deducted for that.
But no, you will not.
Never.
We're going off your first.
Yeah.
And we gave you a second run just so she could really digest
Hone
the
in.
joke, and so you figure out where he was going with that joke. Because it's hard. He's
Made
got
his
to
debut in jail. That was
Yeah.
the punchline.
pretty much.
Got it.
Yep.
But I didn't watch my career topple because I snitched on my women.
Because he snitched on the dealer at the
the real-
end. That's the
Okay.
punch.
Okay. Okay.
So what do you? All right, so you guys ready to give the scores? We'll start.
I have my score.
Oh,
All right.
we don't hear him first.
No, we do one at a time.
One at a time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I have my score. You want me to go first while you deliberate?
We'll have Eric go first, then Sally, then Olga. You could go last.
Got her hand in it.
You're doing great, Olga. You're
All right,
all right, here we
I
go.
liked it. I would like to see more structure out of it. I would like to see what you actually wrote. Did you actually write one, or you just did this really off the top of your
yeah.
head? I would like to hear what you wrote, but I'm gonna give you a 6. I'm
All
gonna
right.
give you a
I'll
6.
take that. Thank you.
Okay.
All right,
I'm gonna give you a 6.
He said he was coming out hard.
I'm coming out.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's
Yeah,
not bad.
no, 6 is
That's not
good.
bad.
I would like to hear the joke he wrote, because I was wondering maybe he gets an extra point in another round for it. Let's
He
see.
is truly the Simon.
Yeah.
He's got the sweater and everything. He looked good. He looked good. All right, Sally, what do you think?
I gave him an 8.
Wow,
An eight.
an 8.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought it was a nice story. I thought, probably something that you could, polish up and use. I thought it was good. I thought it was right off, kind of the top of your head. It's hard to put all those words together and make a joke, right?
Yeah.
Make a
You know?
sentence.
Make a it is. I liked it. I thought it was good. It was interesting.
Okay.
Excellent.
Very
An 8 from Sally.
An 8.
Here we go. Olga. Name her, everybody.
No way.
good. Are you gonna write? Are you gonna write it
I
on your
share
board?
my points. 'cause
Everything
that's fun.
hurts.
You're going to write it on there and show her the,
You know, like
the
in
world?
first grade when they make you use words in a sentence.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what I felt like it was, and it was funny. So I give a 6.
A 6.
All right, I'll take that. Take that.
Yeah.
Take that. Thank you.
Very good. Very good.
Who's
Now-
keeping score?
Benny.
Oh, Benny keeps
yeah,
score?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank God for the Gagoots. Thank God he's got his pizza box and he's keeping score. Thank God.
All right,
I
here we
love
go.
the Gagoots. So now, Andrew, after seeing how these judges are dealing now,
No,
are you starting to feel good that you passed on going first?
Yeah, and no, and no. Like I almost feel like the anticipation of what sort of shit I'm gonna have to deal with. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Like who knows?
Well, let's hear what you got. Let me go through it one more time. The premise is my New Year's resolution isn't going so well. The keywords are topple, debut, freedom, and drain. So let's see now what Andrew Plajanos has to say.
All right. So my New Year's resolution isn't really going so well. I committed myself to help the local young Republicans sort of explore the arts more. So we were all set to debut our interpretive dance piece called Drain the Swamp. It was going to be at our local elementary school. But to calm our nerves, we had a little bit of freedom juice, if you know what I'm talking about. Well, we might have had a little too much because, long story short, we ended up toppling the local Board of Education.
Okay. All right.
I like how you worked in the Republican Party into
Okay.
that whole thing and freedom juice. I think that worked.
Well, the
Freedom
drain
juice
this
is
one.
funny.
Yeah, draining the pond was great. Very good stuff on your joke there. Olga, you want to kick it off this one? Are you feeling?
You're just killing me.
Should you, do you need him to repeat
I wrote it down. You can look. You can read it if you want.
Do you want it?
I actually, I like that I was able to follow the story.
Oh, shoot me. Thanks a lot. I don't mind.
And I like the charisma behind it.
Okay.
And so I'd say like an 8. An 8.
An 8.
I don't know. No, a 7.
Oh,
That's better. That's
he's
better.
starting to go one lower on you. Yes.
Don't mess up Benny. He's
Thank
working
you.
with a.
Hurry! Could you hurry up and get to the next one?
Word.
They
Hurry up and
didn't
get.
say we could give. I would really give a 7.5. They said no halves.
sticking
No,
to my word,
they
bro.
said
7.
Like hurry up! Get.
7? He got an 87?
No, just a 7, Gagoots. Just a 7.
Yes.
Freedom juice goes from a 7 to a 7.5.
Oh, he
I thought we're
went.
not laughing.
He went
We
points.
can do whatever we want. We're
Oh, we can
judges.
do
Yeah.
You can if you want
Oh,
to,
we
but
heard what he
Sally
said.
prefers whole numbers.
Well, if I'm not doing the math tonight, I don't really care.
Oh, you don't understand. For the next hour and a half, we're basically like gods.
Oh, really? Okay.
So, what did you give him, Eric?
7.5.
7.5.
Just as he
7.5.
said freedom juice, I gave him the extra half.
Freedom juice is what put it over the top.
Yes.
Very good. Freedom juice, everybody.
Freedom juice.
And Sally, what do you have to say?
I gave you an 8 also.
Wow.
Yeah, even though
wow.
I did. Yeah, because they're just different, but I like both of them.
Definitely.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah,
the game?
it's amazing what you could do with the premise in a couple of words. We got 2 completely different takes on the jokes. And I give you guys credit for both of them for coming out swinging with some good stuff. So this is a precursor for the rest of the show, and I think
Yes.
it's going to rock.
Yes.
Now, it is New Year's. It's the 4th. It's 2020. Olga, when is the time when to stop saying Happy New Year to people? Is it like a weekend, a couple days in? When do we stop saying Happy New Year to one another?
I think it's when the new week starts. So like on Monday or Sunday, like it's a new week. You can't do it. It's happy
So
week.
if New
You get
Year's
it, you know?
is Sunday night, Monday morning you're done.
So Monday's the cutoff.
Yes. So now it was, I'm thinking this year, but yeah, I would say that happy because it's still the week of, and then, yeah.
Okay.
That makes
I like
sense,
that.
yeah.
I like it a lot.
I think that
makes a
works.
lot of sense,
It,
actually.
it does. It makes a lot
Yeah.
because it
I'm
gives
very,
it a natural.
I'm very smart.
I like it a lot. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
agree with her. If you were going to ask me the same thing.
So-
I wasn't going to ask you the same thing.
Ditto.
What she
But
said.
what I wanted to ask you is the resolutions. Have you, Eric, ever had a resolution and actually
me.
stuck to it?
Look at me. You think I stuck to it? Look, I just keep growing bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm starting to get like that second bump now, and I'm like, oh,
second
my
bump.
poor wiener. I'm never really gonna see it again.
You say
I
farewell
got the big
to him?
bump, and now I'm getting a little like
wow,
a little
yeah.
bump under that. I gotta go to the gym.
That's like the
Is that your
fupa.
resolution, the
Yeah,
gym?
it's like a fupa,
Yeah,
right?
the fat upper penis
penis area.
You got
Yeah.
it.
My,
familiar
that
with
was
it.
so much
Familiar
info.
with it.
This is what I was gonna say. I think we
Ladies
stopped,
have it too.
we stopped saying Happy New Year when he stops doing his resolution.
There you go.
This is yesterday. Right? I was like,
But has anybody, have you anybody here ever stuck to a resolution in their lives?
The first week and it was over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's for everybody. It's like a solid week and then we forget.
Yeah, like for me, it lasted half a day. I promised my family I would stop dropping F-bombs. And that lasted about 20 minutes. So I don't know what to do, you
Right.
know?
Well, I don't smoke. I don't drink too much, so it's like, what do I give up? Cheetos. That's all I have left. So,
I feel the
Cheetos
same
and
way.
death. That's all I have left. So.
Did anybody do anything crazy for New Year's anymore? Because to me, New Year's is like the least celebrated holiday for me. It's the one I could care less about the most.
Yeah. No, we just stayed home.
Yeah,
Went
we
to a
stayed
friend's
home.
house.
Oh, but you look like you went out and
I was
got crazy.
You were
you
working?
performed.
6 feet away from
Oh,
there is
wow.
where I was.
Nice.
Yes, and yeah, I mean, it was great. It was amazing. I love this place.
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Marquise
It
did
was
something
fun.
special on New Year's, I think.
I didn't do anything special. I don't want to speak on what I did on New Year's.
He's young.
Well, you got to tell us now.
Yeah, now he's young.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's
I
like,
just went out. I went out.
Where'd you go?
To a spot in
Did you
Queens.
see any
Oh,
boob?
nice.
Nice.
I saw a lot of ass.
A lot of ass.
Can I say that?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can say
You can
that.
say ass.
Yeah, I saw a lot of ass. It was a
Yeah.
whole bunch of ass, an abundance of ass.
Men's or women's? Or?
Would you call it a plethora of fat?
Women's.
A
Women's.
plethora of ass.
A plethora. I like that.
Did you start
I
the
like
New Year
that.
off with started off right?
Yeah.
After seeing all that ass?
Definitely. I was with my fiance, so. It's
Oh, okay. That's
why
why
you
He
you
only
actually
saw
told
it.
me to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Very
it's the
good.
only
Oh,
way I
she
was
told
able.
you to look at the
It's
ass.
the only way I was able.
Wow.
Only way.
A
You
very
know what? She knew she was
generous-
smart because she knew not to keep you from it.
Indeed.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
your head would have exploded.
Because
on
looking
the other
doesn't. Looking is fine.
Yeah.
As
Always.
long as you're not licking your chops when you're looking, you know.
It's like a hard look.
Yeah. Yeah, you can give it the. You just can't be like, God damn, you can't do that.
Thank God I'm not a Jedi.
Let's say you looked and you got a little, would she care?
Nah,
It's cheating.
not really.
What, looking is cheating?
Touching
If he
is cheating.
gets,
Like if you actually
Oh,
went
he
through
gets-
with it.
If he's
If he
really
gets
happy
spanked
about
on
it.
Hit
Oh,
yeah.
well, yeah, of course that's
Wait, if I
Yeah.
get, like,
If you get laid.
No,
Oh.
not later. If he gets hard.
Oh.
Gosh.
no, I
Wait a
watch
minute,
porn.
wait a
What do you
minute, wait a
mean?
minute. If I
Porn
look at
isn't
another
cheating.
woman and I get hard, that's cheating on my wife?
Well, I'm saying about like if you're with your fiance and she's like, you could look, and then all of a sudden you started getting whatever, would she get upset?
Are you 12?
Nah.
Bring
My
it
nickname is BBC. No, bold black comedian.
My British broadcasting?
The bold butt
I'm
comedian.
kidding. I'm
Bold
kidding.
butt,
I'm kidding,
bold
I'm
butt
kidding,
comedian.
I'm
But
kidding.
you know what BBC usually stands
Look, everybody's like, what?
Got it.
I'm all about nicknames,
like,
man.
you know?
If you're
You
the
know, 'cause
BBC, you're the BBC, baby.
It's like,
It's
I'll
all
definitely-
Okay.
If you know, you know.
So, so Andrew, how are you feeling so far today?
Pretty damn good.
What did you do? What did you do to prepare for tonight? Did you do anything crazy? Any calisthenics? Any brain games? Anything? Did you watch the competition? Did you watch Marquise?
No,
videos?
not at all. Because I feel like we're not really in direct competition. We're more in competition with the game, much like golf.
Right. It's a good way to put it. Yeah.
And that's why it's really good to have the effigy to insult us
Instead
rather
of
than
insulting
having
each
a-
other,
'cause
yeah.
It's like, why would I Why would I do
He
that?
called me nice on his Facebook page.
Hell yeah, I did.
Yeah, see
Well, I
that?
didn't. I don't know. He looks
I
nice.
was creeping.
Oh.
There you go. So you did a little preparation, looked at him a little bit.
We kind of have
Detective
to
work.
nowadays.
Do you see the vampire stuff?
Nah.
You gotta check
I
it
actually
out.
stopped at that post. When he called me nice, I was like, he's cool.
Yeah.
It worked. Excellent. The evil comes out every now and then.
So let's see here. Okay, yeah, we're making good time. Are you guys ready now for the premise pressure? Because premise pressure is where you get to throw out these premises. So who went first? So Marquise went first last time. You faced the premise pressure first this time, Andrew. And this is a tough one. This is the only round in our show that you can't prepare for. You can prepare for the joke writing challenge. You can prepare for the roast battle. You can prepare for your 3-minute set. But this one is the toughest round. So are you ready, Andrew?
I'm ready.
All right, before we begin, Gagoots, tell us what's going on.
Around the duel, premise of pressure. Comedy can certainly throw a lot of curveballs and meet the balls, and sometimes you have to think quick on your feet. So round 2, premise of pressure. We will see how fast these comedians are with a variety of comedy premises. Each comedian will have 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes, you son of a Danamichi. You have 2 minutes to fire off the punchline with a premise given to them from our wonderful judges.
All right, so you heard that. 2 minutes, we got to do this. We're going to start off the premise pressure. It's going to go Olga, Eric, Sally, and then back around the horn until the 2 minutes is up. Are you ready, Andrew?
No.
Are you ready, judges?
You can pick from
You
here.
gotta pick
Pick
from
any-
here
We got
or
him.
here.
I'd like to give my
These are
ready time to
specific
Olga.
for Andy,
Start.
and then these are generic. Right.
And
Start with Jeanette.
Yeah.
here we
No, start
go.
with
I didn't know what's going on.
In 3,
Wait.
In any
2,
order.
1.
You guys first.
All right.
I'm confused.
Well, you just
Pick
read
any one of those.
Any one of these
Oh.
words. Yeah.
Okay.
So these, you just throw this at them. Like, you just say that, and then don't let them see it, though. We don't want them to jump on
And
them.
I am trying to be honest.
No, you're a good dude.
staring.
He's a good guy.
Right
He called
there.
me nice also earlier, and so
Olga,
I
you're,
love
you're
it. I
going
love
to
Andy.
pick a word. And Eric's
It's not dead.
Yeah,
going to pick a
One of
word.
these
I'm going to
phrases.
pick a word. I'm going to keep going around.
okay, got
All
it.
right. Are you ready, judges?
I'm ready.
Are you ready, Andrew?
No.
3, 2, 1. Pressure time.
7-Eleven buttered roll.
That's like one of my jokes. I love them. I just wish the guy would spread them out over the entire thing. It's like, what are you doing? Are they paying you extra for the less butter that you put on the edge of the roll?
Okay. Long Island douchebag.
It's like my set. You look literally. So yeah, I'm from Long Island, and I like to think that it is where douchebags are from. That it's an old Indian word, pronounced actually douchebaga. And yeah, that's it.
CVS receipts.
Have you seen the CVS receipts? They're really, really long, right? It's crazy. I haven't seen something that long since I was sticking the heads of my enemies on the end of them. Nobody knows history? No? Vlad the Impaler
I like
with
it.
heads on? Okay.
All right, Olga, go ahead. Your next one.
North Shore of Long Island.
Yes, I am from the North Shore, which means I am immediately better than you.
Being a vampire.
Being a vampire, well, I'm really glad you asked me that, Eric, because being a vampire is like so important for like society and everything. Like we need them, right? We need like all that excess blood, like gone, man.
Addicted to porn.
It's so bad that it has altered the way that I think. Like if I see, I saw a headline the other day said BBC cameraman punched in the back of the head, and all I could think of is, why would you punch somebody with a big black cock?
5 seconds left.
Olga, pick one.
Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Jenner. Bruce Jenner was awesome. Caitlyn Jenner is a terrible driver.
And time. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Andrew
nice,
played
very
Janos,
nice.
making it through. Yep, we take some of the premises from your act and
Hell
place it in
yeah.
there to kind of get you going. kind of kickstart you. Then we throw some curveballs along the way. So you guys did a great job.
Yep.
Sally, we'll start with you. Sally, what do you think of Andrew's premise pressure?
I gave you a 7.
7. Very nice.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hold on, I have to do my math. Oh, you did it like I did it.
Yeah.
You did it joke by joke.
Twin.
And now we have
Oh
to
my
do
God!
math.
And by the way, we got the same.
Pretty much. We started off the same.
Yeah,
They
I
have
didn't
like
know
their
what
little
this last
daytime
one
show
was.
thing
Yeah,
going
I
on
know.
too.
Wow, look at that. All right,
You're
so,
identical
That's a-
cousins.
so
Did they just become best friends?
oh my God, did we just become best friends?
Mhm.
I did a joke by joke. I
Ooh.
like this. What's 8 plus 6? 14. Okay, and then
Everybody was like,
Yeah, I don't do that.
Mike agrees in math. So
what's 14
that's why I
plus
looked at
there
what's
you go.
14 plus 33?
747.
47 plus 8.
Oh,
well, he just got you adding numbers now.
55. 55 divided by 7. Quick.
oh, that's
It's like a
56 is
7.9.
It's 8.
8.
It's,
An eight?
it's actually
7.9
It's 7.9.
and- yeah.
Yeah.
All
And
right, an
a
eight.
couple of
An eight.
quarters.
An
And
8.
look, I didn't even have to do it. I did it with. I know.
Wow.
8.
Both of us.
What'd you
give
give?
an 8.
Wow.
I give an
7.
8.
7. 8. 8. Okay, good.
7 and an 8, and Olga also went with an 8.
Thank
I
you.
have to say, I think we're being a little bit generous, though,
You. Oh.
with everyone.
Don't say it after you give the points.
Say that right
Well,
before.
Hey, now, wait a minute.
What makes you
No,
say that?
I'll tell you why.
on now.
Because I think we're like we're judging, but like we're judging in this atmosphere. Now
Yes.
imagine it's a show.
Oh, yeah.
you wanna
Don't try to
imagine
take our
it's-
coolness away.
Not
Now.
for
We're
you,
vibing. We're
but
vibing.
after this round,
After this round.
if they were gonna do it
Fine.
in a real
Are you
audience,
Still
Yeah.
Are you gonna still joke
Yes.
by joke?
An 8. She gave an 8.
but we have to like pretend like real.
Well, I gave a
Get it?
7.
I gave a couple of 10s that round because he made me laugh out loud. A couple of chuckles. gave
So
me-
a chuckle,
chuckle
but
gave me
really
like a
is
6.
like a B laugh, and that is not a 10.
Right, but I didn't give him a 10 on those. I
Yeah,
gave him like a 6
8.
on
Oh.
those. But
All
the
right.
ones I chuckled at, like out loud.
I
so
guess
gave him a
what
10.
I'm saying after this,
Yes.
I'm
You're gonna get
becoming
stricter.
You can
beyond.
constrain. Yeah, you
She
can,
will
So-
now
you
be
can tighten it up.
Yeah. Okay.
But after this round, give
yes,
Marquise a fair
of course,
share.
of course.
after this round. She will be mistress. Olga. She's gonna get very tough.
I want to be tough.
We want 3 Simons. We don't need a Paula.
Next week.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
Next week. Or she's like,
Yeah, yeah,
next
yeah.
week.
He's like,
I
"Dude."
Next
wanna-
week.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so you're ready now. So now we have some specific ones from Marquise here, and then some
Got it.
generic.
Who's
Okay.
starting off this one?
This one we could start off with you, Eric.
Okay.
All right, and
You
are
tell
you
me,
ready, Marquis?
I
You
am.
ready, judges?
I'm ready.
And 3, 2, 1, premise pressure time.
Black church.
You ain't never been to one. They take up 16 offerings. And then he preach. And then another offering.
Okay.
Trump impeachment.
Can it happen already? Is it going to happen? Probably not, but it's the best time to become female.
All right.
Okay. Kirk Franklin.
What does he do at the church? Is he like a minister, a reverend, and he was addicted to porn like you?
Wow, I didn't know that.
Must be a nice guy.
It's on Oprah.
Tiger Woods.
He didn't cheat, and he's half black, white, Asian, and everything else. He's like a mutt.
Like a mud. All right.
Hoarders.
My grandmother's a hoarder. You should come to my house. I've been cleaning since I moved back.
All right.
Want me?
Yeah, you're up.
Homeless people.
I'm homeless. Nah, I'm kidding.
We got real quiet for a sec.
Do you need change? Nah, homeless people. They get on my damn nerves because they always want 37 cents. What costs 37 cents? And what you gonna do with it?
Exactly.
Okay. And Nancy Pelosi. No. Take that back. Angry rappers.
Angry rappers. Angry rappers. DMX. DMX is a very angry rapper, but I think it was the drugs that contributed to that.
Okay.
Or the white women.
Oh, the white women.
Vegans.
Vegans are like lesbians because they just quit meat.
Oh, and time.
Oh, and he got 7 and 2. I like that one.
Yes,
So now we get to do, we get to do the
meat.
math again.
Yes, very good.
Sally's gonna have to give her score first while Elga and I do math.
All right, let you guys deliberate there. So, what do you think of premise pressure? Was it
gonna
harder than you thought? Maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Because I didn't know what to expect, and then you got to really like think like real quick, and
Yeah.
it's not like, you know.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Come on with it.
Yeah, to kind of find a punchline.
Because even if you have a joke for it, now you have to like
form it.
well, how do I
Form it right now.
'Cause where it falls in your set
Right.
is there for a reason.
And I'm saying stuff that I can repeat to Olga because she's not gonna run it back on me.
He's saying stuff he can remember to repeat back to you. If he needs to.
Stop
Yeah, but
coming to me.
I think you did well. That's a very tough one. That's the hardest round I think in the whole game.
That
and
is
the-
a
and
hard
the-
round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very tough to come up with stuff. Olga, what do you give Marquise?
I gave him, but now first I gave him a 6.5. But I have to say something.
Okay.
There's a mistake on your part.
Okay.
I'm being a tattletale right now, not really on purpose. You have 5 premises from there and 4 for him. That is not fair.
Oh,
And I'll say
that's
this.
racist, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
So now
No, the premises that
seven.
I got from
gonna
your
give you,
sets.
I'm giving you a 6.7.
6.7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very generous. No.
Yeah, because I go off of the YouTube, your comedy routines I found on YouTube, and you work the crowd more, so there's less premise. Yeah, and I even went into your, you have like these rants you do on Twitter and all this stuff where you go off on Tiger Woods. That's why Tiger Woods was in there, and you
I
go
was
off
wondering, I
on
was
Meek
like,
Mill. I was gonna put
Tiger
Meek Mill, but it's kind of old news now. But yeah, that's why.
That like, are you saying Tiger Woods because I'm black? Look on your face.
What do we say here?
But yeah, I try to this way you guys aren't completely lost in the woods because some of our earlier shows we straight up went random premises that nobody was relating to, and it was a lot of crickets. This time I'm like, all right, let me go into these guys' sets, give them some softballs, and see what happens. So
Nice way to break
that's
the
Yeah, to kind of ease into it.
yeah.
My score and my aggregate score turned out to be 7.3.
7.3.
Very good.
Wow.
I'm so
Very good.
sorry,
Ben
Benny.
Gagoots is shaking his head.
He's like, I hate everyone.
I just
That's right. It's like
He's
2 sevens.
not
You
happy
gotta
about
take
that.
the calculator out.
Look at the Gagoots. He's so mad right now.
7 points to Gots, you son of a bitch.
Sally, what do you give to Marquise? Is it Marquise or Marquis?
Marquis.
Marquis,
It
right?
depends on how you pronounce it.
Did you go
Okay.
first?
It's
Cool.
French.
No, I didn't go
I
yet.
like it.
I thought
That's-
you went already. Sorry.
Marquis.
I gave you a.
Marquis. Ah, I got Marquis.
I gave you a 9.
Since it has
A 9.
Whoa!
There it is.
I know.
It's got 2 legs, Sally.
I know. I have to get over that. He's 3
He's got
legs.
3 legs, Sally.
I didn't say that. They did.
Wow, very good.
Yeah, I just kind of like it because I've been doing this for like watching for a few weeks now, and just as like just it's one. I think it's one of the more difficult
That is hard.
challenges, and you were really comfortable. Like you must have been freaked, but you didn't seem it, and you
Yeah.
can like even your like one word you had like, oh, homeless, and you're like, I am. Like, you actually could have left it at that because that was hilarious. But then you're like, all right, let me go back in and give them an answer.
I'm like,
You're like, I guess I have to
more?
say more. Yeah. So you gave like 2 jokes on that one, So I thought you did a great job.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Very good. Both
Can
very
I write what my notes were for here was round 2 premise lightning round. Good fucking luck, pal. When in doubt, make it about your penis, someone else's penis, or any vagina.
And you didn't
That's
use any,
hilarious.
and you didn't follow your own notes. It was
No, I
not one
didn't. I
penis
didn't.
joke.
No.
Not one. Or vagina joke for that.
Killing
Well,
myself, yeah.
we T-balled it up for you
I did, yeah.
with Jenner.
Yes.
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 You had an opportunity, my friend.
I think you felt uncomfortable about it. Like, I don't think you knew that that he went into your
Yeah, no,
to your
that's-
thing. Like you seem guilty getting
Well,
these
a
words.
couple of them, I'm doing 3 of my best minutes.
I know.
Which some of that is some of my best. So I had to then
Because I think
restructure
that
to make
threw
the
you.
joke.
It threw you like a little bit.
Yes, it
You know,
totally
like you
did.
didn't look at it as like a gift. You looked at it as like, uh-oh.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd be like,
So I think it
7-Eleven
threw you a
butter
little
rolls, my
bit.
penis.
Yeah.
I like to lather up the butter on my peanut.
Suck it up, you Mama Luke.
Oh! The Gagoose is getting fired up. He's getting ready for the round 3, which is coming up shortly.
I got my notes for him too.
But before we get to that, I want to talk to you, Olga, about the premises that you use and about your comedy. Now,
Okay.
I know a lot of it stems from growing up an Orthodox Jewish
Yes,
woman.
Yes.
What's it? Just for people that don't really know, what's the difference between an Orthodox Jew and an unorthodox or regular Jew or whatever Jew? And I don't mean that in a racist way. I just don't. I have Jewish family.
We are
and I love the
all
hello Uncle Lou
Regular
and-
Jew.
Okay. So I was raised really modern Orthodox, so I could look normal.
She said,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could look like a human, and like meaning I'm not wearing the hat
wigs.
and then the wig. Yeah.
"Oh, I got you."
Like I look like t-shirt.
So the real Orthodox ones are the ones with the sideburns and everything.
And then, but the difference is, I guess, we go to yeshiva. We keep all the holidays. We don't drive on Fridays and Saturdays or use electricity. Like we
Wow.
keep all of this stuff. And then a regular Jew is
Beneath you.
no, not at all.
Just doesn't try hard enough.
Because there's also Sephardic Jews and Ashkenaz Jews.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's
I
a
forgot
big-
about those.
I heard
Yeah.
part too.
So what's the
Sephardic.
difference? So just break it down real quick, because I'm just curious about all the
There's
different.
so many different Jews.
Yeah. And what do they think of? What do let's just say the strictest. We'll just narrow it down to.
Like a lot of Jews.
There's so many Jews
So
to
many
choose from.
different- so many different. We used to have this thing in my yeshiva is like a Jewish school, Jew versus Jew. I think that's what it was called.
Wow.
The class.
The class was called Jew versus Jew.
Yeah, like because other Jews hate.
Classic Jew
I
and
guess
Jew
it's
crime.
like, don't you guys have? Are you Jew? What are you?
I'm not Jew. I'm Catholic. I'm old school.
Don't you guys have that in Christianity?
In Christianity, but
We
there's
go versus like the born again Christians. We don't we go head to head with them.
Protestants, Lutherans.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
We go head to head.
Going to
Baptists.
the lion's den with them.
Yeah. You Catholic also, Eric?
Yes.
Yeah. So you know.
Whatever my wife makes
Are
me.
you guys on the same side of it? Yes.
Yes.
But I'm like you. I wasn't strict. We weren't strict.
Oh, wow. I
But you
was
were
very
raised strict.
Very, very.
So
like,
what are your the people from your school or your parents or your neighbors or the people you grew up around? Are they supporting your stand-up career and some of your material, or do they freak out and like?
Well, they never see. They yet to see. So my father, I'll play him just acts like little parts of where I'll like bash my mother for like 30 seconds, and he'll be like, "You're good."
That was great.
But other than that, no, I cut out. Like I don't want them to know. And I
what
don't
if
know.
they
I
find
have
out?
one aunt that will come to my shows, and every show she comes to, I bomb. So she's like,
She's a cooler.
she's just like, wow, she sucks. What is she doing? Like, get married, you know?
And just so you know, for the black guys in the room, it's Auntie. You know, and just so you
I'm
know,
half
just-
white, so I knew that. Yeah. You know my last name, Chestnut.
So, question, no, they don't support. No.
No, they don't support.
But are you afraid? Like, because you got some stuff out there. I love your material. I love your humor.
Thank you.
I think,
so nice.
yeah, I think you're definitely on the road to great things in stand up. But are you concerned that the family may like disown you? Because when you come from a strict, religious background, you're risking it all.
I know.
And that's rock and roll to me. That's rock
Feels
and roll.
this feels like an intervention.
I know. No, I
My family here?
Do you have something to tell her? Benny, bring them
The
in.
Namer family, bring them in, folks.
We're all
Hold
awkwardly
on
clapping.
now.
That was so fun. No, I've already been disowned, so
Oh.
you can't get disowned twice. But they re-owned me now.
They
like-
re-owned you. Yes.
You got refinanced. Yeah, like,
If you need me to help you out and talk to your family, I'll be there. I'll vouch for you,
I mean-
because I think you're awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
I need someone to think that.
Do they know about your tattoos yet?
Ooh, I would never.
oh my goodness.
Tell them.
Ooh, I broke my board.
We'll fix it. We'll find it. I
don't worry
broke mine
about
too.
Look, she's over here.
I
breaking
can't
down.
I won't get a tattoo because I don't know. You can't be buried, I guess, with your family, which isn't. I don't know, but I don't know. I'd be scared. What would I
You'd be
even
scared.
get? I have no idea.
I don't know. What would you
It's too many options. I'm not good at
many
making
options.
choices. You know.
That bad.
You get the gloves right? You
No.
know, get
I
the
don't want to.
gloves,
I don't
the
want to.
symbols.
I don't want to see that.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
We'll find it. We'll find
it's
it.
here.
if
Yeah,
not.
it's all right. Don't worry
There's
about
one
it.
right there,
But
too.
what I was getting at, though, is the thing with stand-up comedy is you
Sill?
got to stay
That's on mine.
is you got to stay true to yourself
Yeah.
and who you are, and your story is what sells you, what gives you, what makes you even more
Yeah.
funny is people knowing you're going through these things.
It's true. Sometimes I get scared to be happy because then I'm not gonna have anything to talk about. So
There's always something in the world to mess
guess
happiness up, so don't worry about that.
thank God for that, right?
That's
Do you
always
believe you actually just gave that advice?
No, but that's what I.
Inspirational.
That's what I do. I inspire.
Don't be a crisis counselor.
like suicide's always on the table.
we all gotta
the
go
ledge.
sometime.
Kill yourself on somebody else's shift, not my
Yeah,
shift.
don't do it now, please, pal. Give it another half an hour.
Hey, that's not funny. I played my wrist, guys.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You guys like, what?
So
We're like, oh, that's so
I'm not
sad.
doing it.
we're gonna call a prevention hotline.
I
And,
thought that
help
was
out
your
Marquis
funniest
very
joke all
shortly.
night. I was like,
Oh,
get
Eric,
in 10.
Yes.
when you're working on ideas
Yes.
with Tony and Sally for Knock 'Em Dead,
I have no idea.
how does ethnicity play into the characters? Because you do like the Italian wedding, my Big Fat Greek weddings, and
Yeah.
Murder mysteries.
Oh.
yeah, so the murder mystery stuff. So when you're working on material they do murder mysteries, Knock 'Em Dead comedy. They do murder mysteries, live theater. It's really awesome. You should check it out. But but part of the act sometimes is to key in on a stereotype of some sort.
Yes.
Tell me about walking that line in today's day and age.
You can't walk the line. That's the key to it. You can't walk the line. You have to go way over the line to make it so ridiculous that they can't say a word. That there's no doubt in their mind that this is a complete parody. And if they get insulted in that, then
Then the show's not for you.
We've
but it's all right.
done thousands of shows, and people, still to this day, more so now than ever, they get very, well, we don't want to do the Italian American show. That could be. We've done it for the Sons of Italy. We've done it for the Mother Cabrini.
Right,
We've done,
right.
and they love it. It's the ethnicities that aren't
I always
being
feel like
being picked on are the ones that get nervous and upset.
right.
You know
I always
what
feel
mean?
like Italian and Irish are on the table. You could
Right.
Yeah,
you could
you
go
could do
for it.
anything to them.
But
yeah.
everybody else, you better be careful because you can get a backlash or a
Yes.
complaint or even get your ass kicked.
Yes.
So, like when you're doing these, is that in your mind, or are you just saying, you know what, we want an Asian character, we're just going to go for it, or
No,
what
I
have
don't
you?
think we have an Asian character, but we have a gay character that I play.
okay. Oh wow.
And I just make sure I hit on every guy in the
Like
room.
he wears a pink
Right.
leisure suit
Right.
and
It's
comes
basically,
out. It's
I'm in
so
all pink.
Excuse me?
it's so
Yeah.
funny. It's crazy.
I can see that.
But you just
So
have
And
to be
he
so happy.
works it. Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to be so over the top that there's no possible way they could say that was offensive.
He
Just
actually
that-
made one of the people, sitting down for dinner. He actually got one of the guys to lean back, and Eric fed him grapes. I'm sitting there going, how in the world did he
He's that
get
cool.
that poor man
He's that cool.
to lean back and
He's that
take
cool.
grapes from
Yeah, I fed him
Eric?
grapes. I'm like,
Want some
come here,
grapes?
sweetheart. Come here. Lean back. I'll take care of you. She won't. And the wife's dying laughing. And he's laughing. And
he's like,
leaned him back. I stroked his hair, and then I fed him grapes.
And I'm on the other side of the room, like,
So that's awesome.
Yeah, so you just have you can't go halfway, whether it's comedy or acting, or you have to go all the way, especially if you're trying to make people laugh. You just can't. You can't go, oh, I didn't really want, maybe I should have said that, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Just say it. Just say it and see what happens. And this cancel culture has to stop.
It does have to stop.
Yeah,
It does
it's
have
gotta
to stop.
stop.
What do you guys think about that? Like when you're doing material, like your joke writing challenge was about getting arrested, the cops, and all of that kind of stereotypical things. What's your thoughts on joke writing? Are you just coming from a real place, or do you say, "Oh, I gotta go this direction," or I shouldn't, or is there boundaries?
Nah, no boundaries. Early on in the game, I was a little nervous as to what to talk about, because it's touchy topics.
Yeah,
real touchy topics. But as I progressed, I'm like, man, if you're really gonna do it, you got to do it. Like,
Right.
no holds bars. Like, don't hold back. Be yourself. And I've progressed so much more from
that
where
was-
I was. Early on, I'm like, I don't care now. Like, I can touch anything.
And I think that's how you have to. You have to be an element of fearlessness when you're doing stand-up comedy.
And it has to be funny.
Yeah, it has to always be fun. It has
You
to be
can't touch
funny.
it and then it's not funny.
You're right.
Because then you're looking like, come on now.
Right.
You're reaching.
It's like touching a little boy. It's not,
It's not.
You gotta go all the way.
right. Yeah.
Wait, how did we
Whoa,
get here?
whoa.
But one thing I'll say with your stand-up set, I saw one where it looked like the crowd, if I'm reading it right, the crowd turned on you a little bit.
Yes.
And then you went at them and won them over. So what's the trick of that? That's fearlessness. When the crowd is literally booing you, and he weeds out. He goes, "Who's booing me, man? You, the fat one?" Or whatever he said. And he killed her. Like, verbally shot her down. The crowd was cheering for him, and then he
Right.
goes, "Who's next?" And I admire that, Marquis.
I embrace it. I
Yeah.
embrace it. I was backstage. I had the flu that night. I performed at Winston-Salem State University in North Carolina, and I wasn't gonna go, but it was only 2 comedians on the slate, so I'm like, I'll go. I ended up going second. The first comedian, he didn't even get his name out. They booed him as soon as he started.
oh,
talking.
wow.
Really?
Wow. It's like the
so that was
Apollo.
just
When
day
that
one.
happened, I was like, if that happens when I go out there, I already don't feel well. Just turn the lights on and I'm going at the first person. Because they're only booing because you can't see them.
Right, yeah,
right,
They're
right.
in the dark and you're just staring in the darkness,
Yep.
trying to get your jokes off.
Yeah.
I said, turn the lights on because I'll embrace it. I want to see them boo me.
Right, right.
As soon as I got out there, maybe 10 seconds in, it was like, boo, boo, boo. And I'm like, okay, lights on, please. You? Come on. I got you. And that was it after
That's how
that.
you do it. That's how you get even with those people.
Very nice.
Now, Andrew, did you ever feel like you might offend the vampire community with some of your jokes?
I actually do. There's when it's a Halloween show, I've been doing the. Particularly when Megyn Kelly was getting in trouble for saying the blackface thing. Like,
Oh,
we did that
yeah.
all the time. I was like, oh, this Megyn Kelly girl, she get in trouble, yeah? It's bad, I know. No, we have same thing, right around Halloween like this. I have a hashtag starting. I want you all to use it now. It's called hashtag deadface. Stop the dead face. and then I call them fucking meat bags and
You need the bags. Oh man. Well, I think that's good. I mean, you have to be able to face the audience. You've confronted the audience with your vampire stuff because I've seen you go, "Hey, it's a joke. I'm a vampire. I'm gonna suck tonight." And then
that's literally the first joke.
That's funny.
Like, I just want to warn you.
That is funny.
I'm going to suck.
and he goes, "Get it, I'm a vampire!" Like, so he confronts the crowd, gets the crowd in on the joke, and I like that. And then, like I said, Marquise is not afraid of the audience, and that's big, right? You can't be afraid of the audience when you go out there, Olga.
That's good. I think you just gave away another minute of his 3 minutes just now.
No, we're gonna catch up on everything.
No, I'm not doing any vampire.
no.
I would have shown up dressed as Dracula if I was going to do Dracula.
Which he does, which you got to see.
Right, but I'm not.
funny.
I was not going to come and do that.
So now these skills always come in handy when heckling and hecklers are involved, and that brings us to round 3, folks.
Ooh.
Round 3 is squash the gagoots. Are you ready? And here we go. When performing stand-up comedy, comedians should know how to handle hecklers and be able to roast a person at the drop of a dime. So this round, these comedians will have to face off and trade insults with the gagoots.
Yeah.
For 3 minutes. This will test each comedian's roasting skills and their sharp comebacks. All right, let's. So what we'll do is, Marquise, we'll ask you to step out. The Gagoots will step in, and then we'll switch places after that round is over.
That
Gagoots,
works.
come on in, my friend.
I'm coming in. I'm coming out.
I'm coming out.
The Gagoots is here. His first official appearance of 2020.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Ano
I'm gonna
nuevo.
Gagoots, what do you think about these two guys so far?
So far, these are two guys, two of the funniest of Mama Lukes we had all year. I like these guys. They're nice. The other guy there, I sell him a slice of pizza. He gives me some imported oregano. Have a good time with it.
There you go. The
And
good
this
stuff.
guy
Yeah.
here, this guy Andy, he's a nice guy, but I'm going to give you a slice of Stugatsangool.
All right. Let me get the clock ready.
Wait, I got to say a couple of things first. We got a lot of people watching tonight. I want to say hi to everybody.
Yeah, say hello to our Facebook
We
Live
got it.
audience, everyone.
We got a Wendy is watching.
Hello, Wendy. That's my fiance.
Jeff Bosey, Ken
Bozy.
Pichelle. He
Nice.
says, whatever you do, don't make a Olga Judge to that cheesy music. He said. And Adrian Davis is watching, and she said, Andy, why don't you look in the camera, you stupid son of Dynamite? The Residents. Is that a band? Tulsa Residents.
Oh, she's an artist.
Oh,
I
she's
believe.
an artiste.
Yeah, she's an artiste. Hopefully she
artiste.
gives us a sketch one of these days.
Yeah,
That would be
nice.
awesome.
Yeah, nice sketch.
She have a lot of fun sketching the Gagoots with the
Yeah,
mustache and everything.
maybe she could come to my house. I got a Sistina Chapel in my backyard. Maybe she can paint that for me, just because I like to see a woman on her back. You know, all right. I'm sorry, but I got to tell you that.
Excellent.
All right. And we got a lot of more people watching. I tell you, Eric's watching. Son of a-
Eric is
Hey,
watching.
how you doing, Eric? How are you?
Nice.
And so a lot of people are watching. They say hi to everybody. I say
Very
hi
good.
to you.
And,
Have a great New Year.
And let us know what you think of our contestants and of our judges and of everyone here on the messages below. And if, like I said, if there's something worth reading, Benny the Gagooch will be all over it, like parsley and cheese,
Like a parsley and cheese, like
oregano.
like oregano, like mozzarella and a pizza.
So we're getting ready to do a roast battle, and Olga, you've been in a roast battle before, haven't you?
Yes.
And I was at the stand. Is that what you did? What'd you do with it?
Oh my God, I've done it so.
Oh, you did a lot of roast battles. So she's a roast.
Not by choice. No, I don't like him. But you guys.
Oh, this is gonna be nice. Olga, I love you. You're nice.
I love
nice
you.
girl.
I love
nice
you.
girl. I love
Thank
you.
Thank you.
And
Yes.
you said that you were disowned, but they bought you back.
Yes.
So because you know, I know you're from an Orthodox Jew family, and the reason they bought you back is because they're not going to let you go without getting a good profit on it.
Exactly.
So you pretty much are a repossessed Jew.
Yeah. Exactly.
They repossessed you. Nobody wanted to buy you.
Profited 10 cents off
But
of it.
no, Gabella and Sally, I love you, Sally. I'm making you a nice, and cheese a calzone later. And Eric, you are still my favorite Mama Luke.
Aw,
Okay.
thank you.
His
Wait,
favorite
number
one. His favorite.
Thank you, Gagoots.
Numero uno, Mama Luke. A little Espanol there.
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready to face Andrew?
Doesn't look like I'm ready. I feel ready.
You guys got similar looks going on with the mustaches. All right, Andrew, are you ready? Have you done anything to prepare for this?
Yeah, no, I did some deep dives.
Excellent. Wait, I'm psyched. There's going to be 3 minutes on the clock. Judges, you guys ready to see some battle action?
Yes, we
Yes.
are.
And we're going to do the battle in 3, 2, 1, roast!
Hey, Andy, you look like a Gene Shalit afterbirth.
Is anybody else impressed that the Gagoots is able to tease his pubic hair up to his face like that?
Oh, hey, I'm being insulted by the human Mr. Potato Head.
Hey, did you hear that the Gagoots is actually going to play the Italian James Bond? It's for a movie called Dito nel culo, or in Italian, Ass Finger.
Uncle. What's your vampire name? Count Nerdula? You suck the necks of librarians, you son of a bitch.
Hey, Gagoots, Don Novello called. He said Father Guido Sarducci contacted him from beyond the grave. He says, stop. Just stop.
I like a Father Guido Sarducci, and if he was here right now, we both would beat the shit out of you. You were drinking freedom juice. You're the only guy I know who drinks a lactose-intolerant freedom juice, you son of a bitch.
Doesn't Gagoots look like he'd make a better machinist than chef?
Oh, yeah, you know what I do for a living, huh? Yeah, maybe I cut you up like some aluminum shit. Ever since I saw your family tree, I wanted to cut it down.
Hey, listen, did you know that the Gagoots started comedy back in 1983? And as a direct result, terrorists bombed the Marines barrack in Beirut.
Oh, because of Gagoots.
Unfortunately, you were not there.
Gagoots, you remind me of my filthy cousin who cruises bus yards for easy bus drivers.
You call me a Pinocchio? You say I'm a Pinocchio? You got me so mad my mustache is going to fall off and I'm going to stick it down your throat. Well, you call me a Pinocchio, you say that I'm you know, I used to go to Fire Island, you bastard. There's an old saying. I went to Cherry Grove one time. They say, you drop your wallet in Cherry Grove, kick it back to Bayshore.
You know what, Gagoots, for a chef, you're a terrible comedian. And as a comedian, you should kill yourself.
Oh, really? Really? Are you always...
Yeah, I hit him that hard.
Are you always this stupid, or are you making a special effort for tonight?
You know what? Gagoots started writing a novel when he was younger, but he threw it out. And you know that novel grew up to play tight end for the New England Patriots, murdering young men and opposing defenses.
I heard you were in football. You used to be a tight end. Now you're a wide receiver.
You know what? Gagoots' meatballs are so old and dry that the moment any sauce comes into contact with them, the sauce turns back into tomatoes.
You should have been born into the dark ages because you look terrible in the light.
And time!
Wow!
Wow!
I told you I did some deep dives.
Yeah, wow. Andrew did his research and was going barefisted for a little while.
I thought we were going to
right. Yeah.
Man.
The Gagoots handled it well.
I'm glad I cleaned the trunk of my Cadillac today because they may have a there may be
both guys.
may be an occupant in my my trunk today. All right.
So now we're gonna go.
Get out of you, son of a
Am I going to listen to the...
Yeah, you can listen to the thing and then we'll switch out real quick. So, judges,
Yes.
that was a pretty good roast. That was one of the better ones we've seen in a while.
Yeah.
What do you think, Sally? We'll begin with you. We'll kick it off. What did you think about Andrew's roasting skills?
I thought he was great. I thought he was really prepared and put a lot of thought into it. And, there were a couple of times where he fumbled a little bit, but, you're timed and, it's a little stressful. I give you a 9.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
I like it. I couldn't stop laughing between the two of them.
Yeah, it was great.
Between the two of them, I couldn't stop laughing. I have no critiques. I gave you a 9 with a smiley face
and
penis guy.
Wow.
That's big, in real time. That's bigger than me. That's actually twice my size.
So that's a 9 with a smiley face penis guy.
Wow. I think with the penis, it almost becomes a 10.
Nice.
But I'm not sure. Very good, very good. All right, Olga Damer.
Mine's a 9.
Wow,
Thank you
9s
very much.
across the board.
No penis.
What do you think, as a veteran roaster, what do you think of that?
Oh, veteran roaster. I like that I like the comfortability of the two of you.
Yeah, they were great.
Are you guys fucking? Like,
Not yet. Not yet.
All right, so now we'll bring in Marquise. Marquise, you'll sit over here. And then we'll have the Gagoots come on back. Gagoots.
I'm coming back.
All right, and now we are going to get ready to do this again. This is
How to fix my mustache.
you fix your mustache.
I think it's so.
All right, Marquis. Now, after seeing that, what are your thoughts going into this one? Are you ready to rock?
I don't have any thoughts.
You're just gonna do it. Just gonna kill
I'm
it.
here.
There you go, my friend. All right, is everybody ready?
Well,
Here-
hold on for just 1 second if you don't mind.
Okay, sure.
Oh, I just want to, here. I just need to get back.
Okay. So, Marquis,
It's kind of right in your face.
all right, we're getting the, there you go, beautiful.
I felt like I was back in Cherry Grove.
Did it hit you in the chin? All right, is everybody ready? It is time to roast. Go ahead.
Okay, hey, Marquis, what kind of name is that? Yeah, Marquis sounds like a toilet paper you buy in a dollar store. Marquis Q-tip medium. Okay, Marquis. Oh, my name is Marquis Q-tip medium. Chestnut. Chestnut, son. You're nuts. When you got nuts on your chest, you're a homo.
Oh, okay. His mustache is like Jewish sideburns.
All right, yeah, okay.
Oh,
You went to Greenboro because you thought it was a town made out of weed. Greenboro.
He's the only pizza guy that sells ice cream.
I sell Italian ice. What are you, Spinati? Your idea of rolling a fatty is rolling your girlfriend naked in flour so you can find her a wet spot.
Your idea of rolling is walking out the house. That's how you get out.
oh.
My New Year's resolution is to pretend that we never met.
The Gagoots is so old, his mustache is falling off.
Oh my God.
Oh, you think so, huh? You think you're so smart. Isn't it rather dangerous to use your entire vocabulary in a one sentence?
Your turn, Monkey.
Yeah, go.
You'll never be the man your mother is.
Ask your mom what kind of man I am.
I heard your mama got two assholes, one sitting next to me. And he brought a guy in here. He wants everybody, this is my friend, this is my friend. He brought us a parole officer. I know. You're making jokes about the pot, and then
What time is this over again? 9 o'clock?
when the camera's on the judges,
He's ready for you.
Give him your wallet. Give him your wallet.
I'm kidding.
he's making jokes about a weed, but then when the camera goes to you guys, he's telling the guy, I'm only kidding. I'm clean. I'm a clean. I know smoking 3 weeks.
He kidnaps kids in his free time.
If you were twice as smart, you'd still be stupid. I've seen people like you before, but I usually have to pay admission.
This is killing me, okay? I lost to the Gagoots. He killed me. I'm done. That was funny. I had no comebacks. It's like he knows me.
I find it hard to believe that out of 1,000 sperm,
Oh
you
my
were
gosh.
the fastest.
Wow, that's the first ever a tap out.
Yo, that was funny.
A tap
that
out
was
here
funny.
on
You're
Put Up,
tapped out.
Shut Up,
That
and
was funny.
Stand Up.
Hey, thank you.
I couldn't stop laughing. I'm sorry. That was funny.
No, that was some good stuff.
All right.
So Marquis, what happened? Obviously, the Gagoots came at you strong and was
Clearly,
throwing.
I didn't do my research. And he did.
Yeah.
I know next time, though. I know next time.
Yes, indeed.
He came real strong.
He came real strong
Yeah.
and was ready and giving you the 1s and 2s combos.
It was more like 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s.
But the
Hey,
best
he wasn't saying nothing.
Yeah, no, and
There was a dead air.
And the best is like you handled it well.
Always,
And that's the most important thing. Wow, the judge is ready to deliberate here and let us know what your thoughts. We'll start, Eric. All right, Eric, what do you think?
Oh, well, I laughed. I had fun. I wanted to see more out of Marquise. I was waiting for some of your mama jokes. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be good. But he tapped out, so I had to take a point away.
Yeah.
I'm giving him a 7.
Wow, 7.
That's
7's
valid.
still
I'll
good,
take
even
that.
though considering, yeah.
I take that.
Olga, what do you think?
I give him a 3 for being present.
Wow!
She said she was getting harsh after that one.
Yeah, she did say she was dropping the hammer.
Yeah, she did say she was.
And now I feel bad, but like,
No, I don't feel bad. You're a judge.
actually a 4 because you were a good sport.
Good 4. All right.
All right. We'll put a 4 on the board there for Marquis. And now Sally.
I think you're hot.
Hey, there you go.
Hey,
It might be,
hey, you might have lost in this contest, but you're gonna win that one.
Always a winner.
yeah.
Did you just say he's
But he-
hot?
I had to give him a compliment.
Oh, okay.
I think you're
Oh.
gonna
Oh,
get
wait.
lucky tonight.
But he's
No,
got a
you
girlfriend.
are hot. Oh, okay. You're hot in a platonic way.
Oh,
That means
What's
you-
the other way?
you don't have a
I'm
girlfriend.
trying to be that way.
Sally, what do you give Marquise on this one?
I gave you a 7.
Thanks.
I
Wow.
probably would have given you a 6, but I went 7 just because I felt like you didn't get a chance to go because Benny was like, and it's very timed and
Benny was given pauses though. He was waiting.
did.
He
Yeah,
was.
he-
And
Yeah.
Benny almost was like going, "You go now," like mouthing to him to go,
trying to help him.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if you didn't see the roasting part coming, then it's like it's difficult,
I
But
didn't know he was gonna come that strong.
yeah, he
Yeah.
comes
Strong.
really strong.
Pause.
I wrote in this stuff right back there while I was smoking the joint I bought from you.
P.O., you didn't hear that.
What's P.O. doing with his board?
He's keeping scores too to make sure everything's legit.
Oh, is he?
See, yeah, he's making sure everybody's on the up and up with the math.
Because you know black people get cheated. I'm kidding.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Very
Reparations.
good.
having
Good
me.
Goons, thank you very much.
Reparations. I'll give him an 8. Reparations. I'm changing my score to an 8.
Andrew, you can come
Reparations. 8.
Really?
Yeah.
I love you, man.
Andrew, you come back in and grab your seat. All right, so while these guys are sitting in there, yeah, that's not easy to do. Throwing out insults and stuff like that.
No.
But I did want to talk about Netflix specials. I know I want to just change the subject completely from
It was
because
so
it was
different.
something I was thinking about on the ride in today. That was kind of bothering me a little bit. Is all of these Netflix specials, these comedy specials, and
Right.
and Olga's doesn't have one yet. And I think you deserve a Netflix special, Olga Namer. What's your thoughts on the Netflix comedy boom, and how come there's not enough Long Island comics getting their 2 cents?
Me, my thoughts.
Yeah.
I don't have it. I'm happy for the comedians that like it's exciting, and Long Island comedians. I mean, God willing, soon they'll have that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Long Island scene is really starting to bubble up, and we're starting to
Yeah.
get a lot of big comics coming through here. Comics that make this their home club, like at Governor's and the Brokerage and McGuire's. It's like this is becoming a scene here, like a real,
Yeah.
true scene.
Yeah.
And I just want to see some of these guys really break out and get Netflix specials or HBO or Prime.
I think
Amazon Prime.
soon, right? All in due time.
Who would you say, and this is for everybody to chime in, if you can give out a Netflix special to a couple of Long Island comedians, who do you think are ready and deserve it?
I'm gonna go Kevin Downey Jr. I'll
Oh
start it
my
off.
God,
Yeah.
love.
I think Kevin
He's
is
amazing.
I had to follow him I took a class. I had to follow him for my class show. It was terrible.
Yeah, after you had to
he was
follow
so great,
a
yeah.
season.
That's rough.
Guy.
And he left here to go headline at the Brokerage.
Yeah. So he's just kind of
Right
getting a
after
warm up
he-
set in. Right. Yeah, Kevin Downey Jr. would be great. I think he's ready. He did great on America's Got Talent and really shined on television. So I think he's definitely TV ready. He's got the material. He's been doing it for a long time. He was on an episode of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy years ago.
Oh, really?
And he's never been the same since. No, but I
is
think
limp.
yeah. Who else? I agree with Kevin Downey Jr. Is there anybody else you guys think?
Do we have to name 3?
No, just whoever you think in general. Like, who do you think is ready to get a Netflix special?
I have to go with Paul Bond too, by the way.
Oh,
'cause
Paul Bond.
is sort of a mentor of mine and whatnot. So.
Paul Bond's a great guy. I used to have a radio show back in the day, Double D radio show. He came on it frequently. Great guy, hilarious comedian. Gets it, understands. He gave my show credibility by coming on so much. So I think Paul's definitely got an hour of killer stuff in him, for sure. I mean, I just think that Long Island guys and girls, the comedians in general, need to start breaking out. I mean, Carrie Cavaris just popped her head in.
She was bouncing around out there.
She's fantastic.
Why isn't she on getting a
Well,
Netflix
she
special?
filmed
She just
one.
recorded.
She just recorded one.
Let's
On
hope
Netflix?
she-
Down at Babylon,
No,
right?
well, I think they're gonna see what happens.
Yeah,
Stop
they're
it.
gonna produce it and pitch it out there.
Oh, sweet. So there we go.
I'm gonna go with Mick Thomas. I'm gonna go with Mick
Oh,
Thomas.
yeah, Irish guy.
I'm gonna go with Mick Thomas. Maybe Tim Crompier.
Okay.
Maybe
Eric,
He's here
Eric
now,
Haft.
right?
Eric
Jessica
Eric
Curson.
Taft is good. Yeah,
Sounds
she's
very
a-
good.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Jessica Curson
Well,
should
she's
have
got
one.
one now.
She's like
Jessica
working
Curson
on
just
it.
got something, I think.
Good, but
Yeah.
it wasn't a Netflix.
Maybe we should call in now.
Yeah, 'cause
Or
she's
maybe it
Long
was
Island.
Comedy Central. But yeah, she's fantastic.
And she is a Long Islander, right? Where's
Yep.
Curson? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Matt Burke. I like
She
Matt
is.
Burke.
Yeah, Matt Burke's great. Yeah, he comes here frequently too. We see him floating around. Yeah, so I just think I just want to see Long Island comedy start to get its due. I mean, Manhattan comedy definitely got its due. I mean, those New York City comics, grind it out day and night. I think they have a little bit of an advantage, but I think the Long Island comics are equally as good and should start getting.
Well, they should unionize the Long Island comics. Should unionize.
Yeah,
I think that'll. Right, Marquise, you're in for that?
I'm in for
yeah,
that.
for
he's
some
in.
union.
Ola.
He's in.
We'll
I
bring
think-
out the big rat.
I feel like they're both one of the same. Like New York, I don't know. It's
Well, it's
There
sort of
is
the
a
same
lot of
state,
that,
but it seems to be different. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know
It's
because
not-
you bounce around. From,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have bigger. We don't have
Yeah.
the platforms they have in the city. The
Right.
platforms in New York City are like,
They could do like
Way-
8 sets in one night,
Yeah.
every night,
yeah.
or 6 sets.
And then we have like a handful of comedy clubs that people actually come to on Long Island. you
Right,
know?
right.
Opposed to like those comedy clubs being packed every single night, no matter what.
in
Oh,
New
yeah.
York.
Yeah.
Oh no, you'd
Sometimes-
be
I mean-
surprised.
Varies.
Sometimes
Varies.
I think the Comedy Cellar is always packed.
Yeah, you need, like,
and the other clubs.
Kinda
Sometimes
average.
they
Hit or
are,
miss.
sometimes they're not. It depends.
They have a better
Sometimes
chance
they're-
to be packed, though.
But
on
it is
on our
like-
show, like who was the first guy we had on our guest for our show?
Oh, James Goff.
He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
What's his name?
I could
James
see
Goff.
him.
James
Have him
Goff.
on?
Yeah, I've heard of
He's
James
in the
Goff.
city,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So is that something you aspire to do as a comedian? Is that the goal? Is Netflix, or what's the goal for you at this stage, Olga?
My goal.
Yeah, Olga. What's your 5-year plan, Olga?
Yeah,
Oh my
Yeah, because
God.
if you go on
I think
Netflix, your
my-
family's gonna know.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
true.
Yeah, the cat will be out of the bag on that.
I guess really, I don't know. My goal is just to be the best I could be. I know it's so cliche, but I think if I just work hard and then the things that are supposed to happen will happen.
If they said,
right? It's
Olga,
not- I don't
like
know,
let's
it's so
just
corny,
let's
but-
say an agent comes up to you and he says, Olga,
Oh God.
we have a sitcom on ABC we want you to star in.
Oh, I would love
And then
that.
another guy goes, Olga, we want you to do a
Oh.
Netflix special. Which one is
Okay.
more appealing?
So, right now, I would say the sitcom because I don't think I'm ready for. I wouldn't want to do a Netflix special if I don't have the things that I want to say to be out there yet.
Right, right,
You know what I mean?
An hour is a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I've done it, but it's not the things I would want to be saying.
Yeah.
You know. So right now, then I would want the sitcom.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
I feel like you want a special when first you have like the fans that are gonna appreciate it, and obviously also the time, and yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think you got to have a tight hour that you're comfortable with, material you want. Well, you already got a persona, so if you were to do a sitcom, you're already packaged and ready to go.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah.
So if you're listening,
You'll be
yeah.
surprised who's watching us right now on Facebook land.
Not only is this an intervention, but
This
please
is
also
also
welcome
an audition.
agents.
We have agents galore watching right now, and they're leaving their comments like crazy for us. But no, I just wanted to say, is that what do you guys aspire to be? I know you're both relatively kind of new comedy, maybe 4 or 5 years in. What's the goals?
Oh, well, is literally at this point is just to try and go out and be funny every single time. Consistency. I'm trying to get to consistency because that's what I think the difference between where I'm at and where I would like to be at, where maybe I'm past in a club or I'm touring around regionally or whatever. I just want to be consistent so that people can rely on me and they know what they're getting when they hire me.
Right. And how about you, Marky? What's your goals? What's your 5-year plan in the comedy industry?
What's your goals and aspirations in life, young man?
Well, 5-year plan this year. Just grinding. I have a personal goal, like to hit 100 stages before November. That's when I go back to LA to graduate from Chocolate Sundays at the Laugh Factory. So
Okay.
I just want to be overly prepared for that show. Just super overly prepared. What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say, what do you? So are you taking any stage time you can get right now? Like, are you constantly
I
out
have
there?
the full schedule for Long Island open mics. I'm going to open mics. I don't care. It doesn't have to be booked or paid. I'm just gonna go touch the mic, just get the work in.
There you go. Good, man. Excellent.
Nice. Good for you.
Touch the mic. That should be the name of your comedy album.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
like that.
Touch
I
the
like
mic.
Touch the mic.
We
Nah,
came
that's
up with
fire.
it here.
That's
It was written
fire.
here by these guys.
That's fine.
Of course, your
Copyright
goal is
Marquise.
also to win this.
Yeah, right now the
Right.
goal is to
Hell
win.
yeah.
Put up, shut up, and stand up. The biggest comedy podcast in town.
At this time.
Yeah, at this time, this hour.
At this time slot.
In this time slot right now on
In this
govsradio.com right now. Let me just do this Island Ice hockey spot. So these guys are still legit sponsors, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been reading them every week. Here we go. Island Ice Hockey by MHL. From weekday to weekend, from novice to experience, from 16-year-old to 60-plus-year-olds, Island Ice Hockey has a team for everyone. Sign up at islandicehockey.com or call 631-262-0543 for more information. That's Island Ice Hockey. Yes. Yeah, very
Sponsor.
I know Eric is a very big Islanders fan.
Yes.
You must be pleased with the season thus far.
Actually, I don't know. Am I? Hold on a
You're
second.
taking the
Hold on, I'm going to check the score right now.
How are they
tell
doing?
me.
Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world.
I'm hurt that
But
Pellic was out.
yeah, I'm hurt that Pellic's out as well. I hurt my elbow. I think I broke my elbow. By the way, I think I have a floating piece of bone in my elbow from when I broke it on the ice like a couple
when you
months
played
ago.
hockey.
Yeah.
Wow.
So because I wasn't wearing elbow pads like an idiot. I was like, I don't need them. I never fall, and some kid wiped me out. And I'm like, oh.
Protection is key.
Yeah.
Always be protected, kids.
Protect yourself, children.
All right, we're getting ready now for our final round. It's coming up very soon.
Yeah, someone-
Hey, Benny, we had any comments or anything? Has anything been going on?
Oh yeah, we've been getting comments.
Oh, very
People
good.
have commented. John Ziegler should have a special. Anthony Rodia.
Anthony Rodia,
Oh,
for
Yeah,
sure.
Terry McNeely.
Yes.
Kristen Tinsley says hi to Andy.
Hey,
Kristen
You got a
Tinsley, remember,
special.
guys,
You
put
got
your
a
votes
special.
in.
You
Will-
got a special.
Will Sharon says Ziegler should have a special too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
John Ziegler.
Oh, yeah, for
who's
sure.
a big regular with governors. And
How about Chris Roach? I think Chris Roach should have a special.
He
oh
doesn't have
yeah,
one?
I don't think
he,
he's had a
he
Netflix
just
special.
released a CD.
He has
Yeah.
a CD out,
Well,
Roach
that he just
Motel,
released,
but
yes.
but he doesn't have a Netflix special
Wow,
yet.
put him on the list.
He
I
needs
thought
to be
he had
on
one.
there. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna complain to Netflix tomorrow.
And
You
say,
think I got a chance? And
Yeah.
say,
Dear
I demand
Netflix.
Long Island comics
Chris
get
Roach.
Netflix specials.
I think it'll
And-
work.
yeah. You think I got a chance?
It might,
And,
because no one else is pitching that.
Yeah, exactly. Why not have a whole scene?
And Rabbi Manischewitz says that he wants to have a word with Alfredo Gagoots for the way he was mistreating Olga.
Wow.
So that's Rabbi Manischewitz.
Is that your
Manischewitz.
favorite
How did
he
you know
is a-
my rabbi's
real
name?
guy.
He is a moil, so watch out, Gagoots.
Oh, he's a boil? Yeah.
Moil.
Yeah, yeah, circumcision. Yeah, I know. Something that if they circumcised you, you'd lose half your head.
Yeah, we
They
He's still
circumcised
going.
me.
We back to the
the goose.
Now I'm back to
Oh, it's Benny. It's
I'm
the
back to
Benny
Benny.
now.
Yeah, I took the
He's
bus
still
there.
Oh, wow.
I did my job.
Yeah, I'll write jokes for you guys.
Our next
You
round.
need it. You guys need it, and I need the money. Whoa, I'm only
Shots
kidding.
fired. Shots
It was
Our,
right there. All right.
Dodge.
Are you performing tonight, Olga? I saw like. you look
I
like-
am not.
Okay.
No.
You look like James was trying to keep time. and-
He
yeah.
wanted, but no.
Okay. You just let us know. We're now approaching our final round.
I'm so excited.
This is the best
I
3
really am.
minutes. And Benny, tell us what's happening.
Okay, we're up to round 4, our final round, the best 3 minutes. This is the round that we've all been waiting for. This is where we get to see the best 3 minutes that each of our contestants has. This is the best of their stand-up sets. This will show us the skills that pay the bills.
Yes.
Woo-hoo.
All right. So
All
we're going to
right.
start off. Who did the last one first? I think that was you. So Marquise, we're going to start with you with your best 3-minute set. I'm going to set the clock. This is your best 3 minutes from your normal stand-up performance. So are you ready?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming all the way from Hempstead, Long Island, here he is, Marquise Comedian Chestnut. Yay!
Yeah.
This a show. Y'all better clap. As he said, I'm from Hempstead, but I just came from North Carolina. And I really miss New York. The only thing I missed about New York, the crackheads. Because they're so useful. North Carolina crackheads are selfish. Extremely selfish. You come to New York, you get your windshields clean, your lights clean. You have never had your headlights cleaned by a New York crackhead. Never. You go to North Carolina, you get out the car, you see a crackhead, automatically you want to roll the window up. Because you know he about to be annoying. He walked over, he said, "Hey man, what's up? My name Chauncey." I said, "Okay." He said, "Look, I could do 200 push-ups for $20. I said, "I don't care about your personal health." But I slid him 5. I said, "Here, do 20 now. Let me see." It's 2020. I still got roaches. But they not my roaches. I just moved into a new apartment, and I don't think you could call those my roaches because I didn't come here with those roaches. They belong to the apartment. I shouldn't have pregnant roaches walking around the house. They should still be babies. Still be babies. You go to the club, guys? Y'all go to the club?
Yeah.
What club y'all go to?
Governor.
No club. Y'all too old to go to some damn club. I go to the club. I still got my shit, youth. I still got my youth. But I hate it, though, because it's always women in there shaking their ass, dancing, twerking. So, fellas, you slide up behind them, try to get up on it. They like, What you mean, She like, "I got a man." Well, what the fuck you doing here? See, men don't have their women in check. That's why I got a nice girl. She love God. She go to church. I met her on Christian Mingle. Get you a Christian Mingle, a CM. That's what the old bitches call it. I hate going to the supermarket, though. This is the only time I agree with Trump. Build the wall to kick these motherfuckers out. Because I'm tired of standing behind them trying to figure out what the fuck they talking about in line. ¿Cuánto se le punto de grande, de pequito, de grande? Then you got they badass kids hopping out the cut like, my mom wants to know. My mom. That's my time.
Excellent. Marquise, everybody. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. All right, so how do you feel after doing that? Do you feel relief that it's all over, all 4 rounds? You've gone through it all.
I want to do it again. Now that I know what's going on.
Yeah, now that you know.
Yeah, invite me back in like a month. So
All right, we might bring you back.
Nah, it was dope.
For sure,
though. It
yeah.
was dope.
So, I thought it was a tight set. I liked that. I thought it was very funny. Let's see what the judges think. We'll start with you, Eric. What do you-
Oh, you're starting with me right away?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We'll
Son
come
of a
right,
bitch.
come
All
right
right, I was
out
still
the gates.
deliberating, but I
Oh,
like the fact that he said North properly. Right, it's North. It's not North, it's North. I like that. We all know how to say it's teeth. We all know it's teeth and both. We know that. We all know that. Birth, right? It's birthday. You don't say birthday, you say birth. I know, I'm black. So I'm gonna go. That was I really enjoyed myself. I'm gonna go with a. Hold on a second. I gotta just kind of create here something. Except
He's making a good one.
I'll make it a little bit bigger and a little bit blacker.
wow.
I am giving him a 9.
Oh, wow.
A 9.
Wow.
That's my guy.
With a bigger, blacker
definitely a
penis.
big 9.
Right.
Wow.
It's kind of dragging on the ground
Yeah,
there.
that is like, it's bigger than his legs.
It's around there.
It's bigger than both of his
So I'm
legs.
gonna give him a 9 with the big black peener.
He is the BBC, so.
Thank you, Trey.
BBC!
There needs to be music.
I
BBC!
said that we're gonna do that. Thank you.
All right, so, Olga, what do you think?
Thank you.
Oh,
I gave you an 8.3.
very
Wow,
nice.
8.3.
Thank you.
I'm
Benny.
sorry. I needed to put the points.
Thank you.
What do you think of his stand-up? Do you have any critiques?
No.
No. No.
No, I like you're a good storyteller. It's like you shouldn't do that more.
Yeah, I want to see him. I want to see him.
Right?
I want to see him in a club environment. I want to see him.
Yeah, because
I want to see him in a club environment.
Yeah, I feel like you would be able to riff off, like. It's very hard to do stand up in a room.
In a room like that, yeah.
Yes.
But I think he's got great stage presence, like you said, great demeanor. Like you even said in some of the other premise pressure, he's cool and calm. Definitely got a good stage presence, a confidence about you. So I think that's great. Sally, what do you think?
Yeah, like I think for you, like your stand up, but you use the crowd so much. So this environment must be so weird for you, you know. But yeah, I thought it was really funny. I gave you a 9.
Wow, very good.
Yeah.
Good scores there from Marquise, comedian Chestnut. And now we move on to Andrew. Andrew,
Yeehaw.
are you ready to rock and roll, my friend? Did we still allow you thunder with the premise pressure?
No. I restructured some of that stuff. So
Nice.
I
Good.
think I'm all right.
That's what comedians have to do. Because sometimes some guy might go up on stage before you and he might be a vampire, and then what are you gonna do?
Yeah, no.
So I think you're in a good
That was funny.
I think you're in a good situation, my friend. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm going to have to tell a different crackhead story from North Carolina.
You gotta change that up.
It's going to be the only thing I'm going to have to change. But okay.
And I gotta say, he's absolutely right about the crackheads because I've also been in both cities, and the crackheads are not the same as in I was gonna say Clayton, but in Greensboro as they are. And I shot a movie in Greensboro a long time ago. I'm not just saying that, but. We were in a rough part of town and crackheads everywhere. And we had to pay them off just to be quiet because every time the guy said action, he literally would yell. And then we're like, can you be quiet, please?
They
knew. Every time. So we had to give the guy money to leave. And he still lingered around, messing me up. Kept tripping over my lines.
That is hilarious.
You want to see his head? I have it hanging on my wall.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
It's like, ready, and action.
So they got a chance to be
I'm
quiet.
yelling, man.
Like,
You
I
got
know how to
hustle.
get the money out of
You
these.
got hustle.
Yeah, that guy had his hustle game for sure. But and that was right in Greensboro. We were in this boxing ring, which is really cool in this back area. I've never seen anything like it. It's
Were you with
trippy.
black people?
Oh yeah, I was the token white dude in that movie. But it was a great movie. Great people ran it. They're watching this. They're fans. They're friends of mine, so they're probably watching this show. So what's up, everybody? Well, the movie's not out yet, but when it is, it'll be straight to Netflix. Straight to YouTube. All right, so are you ready, Andrew?
I am, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the comedy stylings of Andrew Plejanos.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. So I was been reading a lot of news lately, and it's really kind of messed me up. Has anybody heard of the OK Boomer thing that kids are saying to like make older people feel bad about themselves? Well, I started wondering, do they call each other boomers or is it booma?
They don't want the hard R.
Do they only get to call each other boomer?
Joe's like, yo.
or do they I don't know, in their rap battles, do they call each other boomer? Like, boomer please. I am not somebody who likes to take a shit on millennials. I think it's played out. I'm a Gen Xer myself. We went through that. I refuse to do it. I hate the generation after millennials.
Yes.
Oh, it's a stupid name. I thought I wrote it down here somewhere. Oh, you know what it is? It's children. I fucking hate children. They're always like, oh, I'm so hungry. Oh, I want to go to bed. Oh, I want a job where I can pay off my student loans and maybe buy a house. You know what? That's millennials, too. I hate millennials and I hate children. That's my bad. So I'm getting older. I'm getting angrier. I don't know if anybody else is going through this. And I've decided to use poetry to help me work it out. So does anybody go to 7-Eleven get their buttered roll?
Yeah, I love the butter roll.
So the name of this poem is, and please don't count the syllables, it's not a fucking haiku. The name of it is Ode to the Guy at my 7-Eleven who puts the butter on the buttered roll. I bet you think you work really hard. You probably hate that you work with lard. Fucking rhymes, right? But if you don't start spreading that fucking butter over the whole fucking roll, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna kick your ass! It's a work in progress. I'll take snaps over claps. Snaps over claps.
Yes.
And in doing my poetry and having children, I found that Mother Goose really needed to be redone. It's been a long time, right? So please follow me here. 2020 Mother Goose rhymes. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Change that recipe. I don't do dairy. Little boy blue. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to assume gender.
Oh.
Hickory dickory dock. I have to notify everyone on my block. And my final one, Georgie Porgy pudding and pie, which was prepared in a facility that processes tree nuts. And that's how he died. Thank you, guys. That's my time.
Very
And
nice.
time. Yes, Andrew played Janos, everybody. Very good set. Very nice. How long have you been doing that set? How long have you been working with that material?
So the boomer joke is super new, like only probably a month and a half. The millennials, that's been about 6 months. The Mother Goose rhymes actually was from like a year and a half ago.
Nice.
And I was doing it at Mike's, and people were like, and then something happened, and I think it's my confidence, it's my delivery. I went back and I started doing them again at Mike's, and people were coming up to me going, holy shit, man, that's awesome. You need to write more.
Yeah, because they reflect on the world we live in.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the 7-Eleven thing is actually, I've been doing that since I started doing stand-up for like 3 years. I used to actually, I wrote it on a piece of paper, notebook paper, and I crumpled it up and made it look really crappy. And I would be like, I hope you don't mind, I'm just going to read this. And like unfolded this crumpled up piece
Should have
of
been
paper.
on a 7-Eleven
Yeah.
roll bag. If anyone had 7-Eleven rolls, they understand the butter.
Yes.
It's a mess. It's a mess. You look like you just, after you're done eating it, you look like you're in a gay porn.
Yeah. And why isn't this melted?
The worst is when you get that one, like you're driving and you're like in traffic, and you get that one full fucking butter in your mouth.
Yeah, you just got to commit to eating a whole thing of butter.
I'm like, I think I'm technically gay now.
You swallowed. You see.
I didn't even want to say it. You know?
Sorry, I'm a joke grenade guy.
Yeah, there you go. You throw it out there, it blows up a few minutes later. Good stuff. How often do you guys work on new material? I mean, when you're out and about. I mean, because you want to craft, you want to tighten up your A stuff, but you also got to continue building, right? So what's the secret to that? What's your methods?
I constantly take notes, and then the next I do 2 mics every Monday. I've got kids. I've got a full-time job. I don't have a lot of
it's
time
tough.
to do this stuff. So every Monday I try to do at least 2 new jokes.
Awesome.
And just like in their infancy.
And you got Paul Bond in your corner helping you out.
Yes.
Mentoring and coaching you.
Yep.
And he's a joke master.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, Paul Bond
He's a
rocks.
huge asset.
We're trying to get him on the show, but it's very hard to get a lot of these comics on here on Saturdays. But we're going to do it. We got Olga here. It worked very hard. We got Eric out on the town tonight.
Yes, I'm finally out of my house, and I got in trouble for it. I got in trouble for it.
And we're totally getting hammered after this.
I got in trouble for coming here from 7 to 9.
Well, thank you for taking the hit and
Right.
coming out here tonight, Eric.
Sacrifice.
That was great. I really enjoyed having you out here, and we appreciate that.
Yes.
But now we've got to get to the scores for Andrew.
Okay.
We'll start with Sally. Sally, what do you think of Andrew's set?
I gave Andrew a 8.
An
An
8.
eight?
An 8.
Yeah.
An 8.
I thought it was
Very
good.
nice.
Thank you.
That was good.
I thought Andy started off strong. A little dip in the middle there, and then came back strong again. So I gave him a snowman 8.
Wow, an 8.
Snowman 8.
No penis either.
No.
Snowmen don't have penis. You know that?
That's
They don't have penises.
No.
snowman has a penis.
that's also my typical golf score.
Because it would be.
Not even Jack Frost.
They don't have
like-
penises because it would be made of an icicle, and as soon as it entered something warm, it would melt, so they would no longer have.
Where's
Not if she was
I
a
like
snow
the
woman.
thinking.
Where's the second carrot?
Yeah.
Where's
If
the
she was a
second?
snow woman,
If it was a snow woman,
Right, it would be
would-
like his
What?
icicle penis would be like the.
They'd be stuck
kid's
like pit
tongue
bulls,
on-
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Olga, what do you think?
I gave you a 9.3,
9.3. Wow.
and I think you're a very good actor.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Like
That's where
you
my
could play characters.
Yes.
You
Thank you.
got really angry. Remind me of my mom.
Well, this is an interventional.
Very nice.
Very good. So we're going to, as we tally up the scores, I just want to say to both of you guys, thank you so much for coming down here, being a part of the show, going through all the rounds. You went through the joke writing challenge that started last night. You went through the premise pressure. You battled the Gagoots, and now you just showed us your 3-minute sets. So give a hand to our contestants today.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, guys.
Great job.
And I want to say, John, much as in that message I sent you, I appreciate you giving a shot to a couple of young black comedians who are out here trying to get this going.
Exactly. Hey, I'm always looking out.
He's
You know
already
what I mean?
grinding, man. Already grinding.
I want to touch mics, too.
He's definitely going to be on the album, okay?
Yeah. We're making history here tonight, folks.
This track is called Brokeback.
All right, so, and I also want to say thank you to our judges, and we'll give you guys a plug in a second. But first, let's find out who won. Oh, and we also have to go to the polls after this. Well, let's find out who won tonight's matchup between Marquise and Andrew.
Okay, Don. Tonight's matchup, Marquis got a whopping 87.3.
Wow.
Andy, on the other hand, got 97.8.
Oh, Andrew.
So,
Andrew Plagenos is
so
our
our
winner.
winner tonight is Andrew Pagamos. So,
Plagenos.
Andrew,
Get the braciole out of your mouth.
Andrew
Are we going to keep going, motherfucker?
So now Andrew moves
Andrew
on.
Tortellini and
He moves on to our tournament round, and I believe your date, we're going to see if you could set it up. It would be February 1st would be for you, and then the winner between our poll here, which we got Christian Tinsley and Justin McDonald have been going head-to-head for the last couple of days on the polls here. So we urge everybody to get your votes in. We got a few more minutes before we can get to that. So while we wait on that, we got 10 minutes before we can officially announce. And so get your
Wow.
votes in, Facebook people. Put up, shut up, and stand up on Facebook.
We could sing Baby Shark or something for
Yeah.
8 minutes.
Well, what we'll do is we'll go around and we'll do our plugs.
Okay.
All right.
Plug
So,
us.
Eric, Eric, tell us what you got cooking, what you got going
Oh,
on. And speak
my-
slowly. We got 10 minutes to fill.
Good man.
Yes.
If you want to see a great murder mystery show, right? You want to laugh, you want to dance, you want to sing, you want to be part of the action, you come see Knock 'em Dead Comedy at 317 Main Street in Farmingdale. That's our next show, 317 Main Street in Farmingdale. Tickets, it's great food there. You're going to laugh. Like I said, you're going to have a great time. You're going to see somebody die.
Wow.
The murder
It's a
happens
murder.
right in front of you.
Really?
Yeah, not like in the parking lot. Like there's other murder mystery companies. All good. I'm going to just talk to you. There's other murder mystery companies where the guy walks in the middle of your dinner. He's like, "Hey, I'm Detective So-and-so, and there's a murder outside.
like
We're
that.
going to have to solve it." And you're like, "What? What's going on? I'm having my brush."
I feel like he would
Right.
be good on that.
Right.
If I had the time.
But with our murder mystery show, you actually meet all the characters, and then one of them dies right in front of you. Wouldn't you rather see that?
Oh wow! How do you
It's
kill
a bloody.
them?
It depends on the show. Sometimes it's a gunshot, sometimes it's poison, sometimes it's a knife, sometimes it's a bomb.
Have you ever been the
Interesting.
one to die?
I have been the one to die.
Really?
Yes, I was one of the characters to die, and then they, for some reason or another, an audience member came and took my shoes off. And
You
not
guys still be in character dead?
yeah, not realizing that this was going to happen, I didn't exactly wear good socks, and so there was a big hole in the bottom of my sock, and
His
I'm like,
mother was horrified.
yes. So yeah.
Well, you can say that was part of the gag. You know.
Yeah, and then I was too heavy to carry off, so they just left me there.
my
So
God,
my
that's
character
so
just
funny.
stayed there until the end of the show. I just stayed on the floor.
So is the dead person the short straw? Like, is it like, and tonight, John, you're going to be the. And he's like, oh.
No, it's usually the same person.
Okay.
It's usually the same character every show. We can change it up, but we get booked so often in so many different places
Right,
that we
right.
don't really have to.
No, that's great. So you have a show coming up this week?
No, in a few weeks at 317 Main Street in Farmingdale. Go to
317.
knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates for all our upcoming dates and information.
Yeah, I got to get and see you guys again in 2020. I saw a while ago, but I have not, since I've been back in New York, seen a performance by you guys. I want to come and check it out because it's always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Tony rocks. And Sally, do you perform in it, or are you the stage manager?
Yeah, I do. I'm the stage manager, and I do like the sound and mics and stuff like that. And every once in a while, like everyone's got the flu, like that type of thing.
No, tell the truth.
What?
Tell the truth. So one time, and we've been doing it how long? Over 20-something years.
Yeah.
One time, one actor didn't show up.
Really?
Wow.
And we were like,
When I found that out, that it's never happened, that like someone, like one time someone in the last like 5 years that I've been watching it, one time someone called in sick and they were like, what?
yeah.
I'm like, this has never happened to
Yeah.
you? And they're
Wow.
like, no. So then the idea that someone he's like, oh yeah, and he didn't show up.
He didn't show up, so we took the gentleman who was going to play the girl, because we sometimes have a Monty Python type character. We took him and made him one character, and then she stepped in and played the bratty girl.
Wow. Were you nervous?
And
Yeah, I kind of, I was, but it was okay, because, it was all right, because I read the script all the time during rehearsal, so it was like one of those things that I'm like, oh, I know this line. How'd that happen?
Right, yeah, 'cause
so
you've been part of it. Osmosis.
I felt good. I felt good about it.
felt good.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
all right.
she
I don't
did.
like it, though. Like, I don't like it. Like,
It's not your thing.
yeah, like actors, they'll be nervous beforehand, and then they'll go on, and everything will be perfect and great, and they love it. And I just want to shit. Like I'm like
You're miserable
I'm
the whole
so
time.
I am. And when it's over, I'm like, what the was that?
Never
Like,
again. Never again. Never again.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate every second of it.
I hate it.
Serious.
Like you're really good at acting.
Oh,
We're
and
living.
so Eric was talking about like his socks. One of the we also do like game shows. They're really funny game shows. And one of the first times they let me host a game show, you just go to like
We
someone's
let her.
house. Well, you go to someone's like house or like whatever, like and so I'm like, I can do this. I'm going to be able to do this because Eric usually hosts it, and I help him. So I'm a really good helper. But I was like, but I watched him so much that I felt really good about it. So I walked into the door, and I'm like completely calm. And the lady goes, I really only have like one rule in my house. No one can wear shoes. And I'm like, what?
You have
And
holes in your socks.
and no, it was one of the days that I just had like loafers on, so I didn't even have socks. Walking around this lady's like nice party with like my like sweaty feet, walking
Sticking
through.
on
She
the-
actually went upstairs and got me a pair of socks to wear.
Oh, wow.
and she got to keep the socks.
Wow.
No, I gave them
very
back.
good. You got it. That's the tip. She's like, keep the socks, sweetie.
Sweet move.
I don't want your socks.
She's like, you know what? Just keep
It's
them.
all right, honey.
Yeah.
Olga, what do you got coming up? I know you got a lot of performances I know you perform here a lot.
I'll be here. Hopefully, God willing, tomorrow.
Yes.
Where I have a show at the comic strip. I don't know what I have. I have to look at my schedule.
Yeah, we can just send everybody to your
Union
website.
Hall. Oh, my website.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I actually never update it, but this week I put in some shows.
Nice, good.
So-
You do it yourself? You
I
don't
know.
have a person?
I am a woman. Yes, I do it myself.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
I
about.
only know how to.
I like that.
DIY.
No,
Ladies doing it for themselves now.
I for the show dates I do myself. The other stuff I haven't updated. I need a person. How do I get a person?
You ask somebody?
Who is a person?
Anybody.
Anyone in the world?
Anybody. As long as they have the...
You?
I could probably get it
Really?
done. Yeah, I could probably get it done.
Yeah.
You know how to do it?
I update my own website.
Yeah,
As
they
long as
wanna
you put
be
your remote
part
in the right
of
place.
The Olga Namer, effect that's happening around here.
AlgaNamer.com
Oh.
is my thing.
OlgaNamer.com.
Oh, you can follow me on Instagram if you have that.
Yes.
Would be great.
It's Olga Namer at Olga Namer.
Yeah, OLGA, last name NAMER. And yeah, I love everyone. Thank you. I saw Eric Heff was watching.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
hi,
good.
Eric.
Very
Very
good,
Very funny.
We want to get him on the show too to judge.
Yes.
So, Olga, do you feel pressure when people start using the word rising star, and that you're like the next big thing in Long Island comedy?
I've never heard that before.
Well, we're declaring it right here, right now, tonight, because this
I mean,
is
that is
historic.
really so nice.
No,
of
but
you.
the compliments motivate you or scare you?
No, I don't like you just I don't have a problem, I guess, with compliments. So when I hear them, they don't. I just be like they're lying. Like I don't believe them. Like I don't hear them.
Right.
So it's just like, but I do get more. Like if someone was to yell, like I get, if someone was mean to me or like that, I get motivated by that. I'm like, okay, now
I'm gonna
like,
show them.
Yeah. So like, I guess I get motivated by abuse. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Sorry.
I'm the same way.
I got a twisted mind.
Not
So.
positive
Right?
reinforcement. There you
Why
go.
though? What's wrong?
I don't
with
know.
us?
It's just something.
Yeah, no,
Positive
it's
is like I feel like.
All right, so let's see what you guys got. You guys got performances happening. Andrew, we'll start with you, and then go to Marquise.
I've just got a couple out in Mount Sinai, January 31st, and one I think February 21st. But it's going to be on my Facebook page. I'm Andrew Plagianos, or Andy Plagianos is my comic comedian page, Facebook.
Find him, Andrew Plagianos.
PL again OS. That's how you spell my last name.
Oh, that's I like that.
Yeah, the word again is sandwiched between PL and OS.
There you go.
That was hot.
That should
I
be
made
your
it stink
CD.
a little bit, but that was hot.
Your CD should be
hot.
called "There He Goes Again." and then have just the again.
just dropping bombs today,
Yeah,
huh?
we're making it happen. Marquise, what do you got cooking?
As of today, nothing. But nah, I'm working. Stay posted to my Instagram, Comedian, Facebook, Marquise Comedian Chestnut for all show dates, updates.
Do you go on the Long Island comedy open mic pages that they have?
Yeah,
available?
that's where I got the schedule from.
Yeah,
so I'm about to
keep
just
doing
go
that.
tag. Yeah.
Jeff Bosey,
Yes.
friend of the show. He's going to
Great guy.
also a winner of one of our shows. He could definitely help you, guide you through it all. Now we are getting ready. So I hope everyone got their votes in for the poll that's going on between Christian Tinsley and Justin McDonald. This is the big tiebreaker to see which one moves on to our tournament, and they'll be facing you, Andrew. You will be their competitor. So you might be facing either Christian Tinsley or Justin McDonald based off of the poll.
Both are friends.
They're both all. I mean, everyone's so tight knit here that it's all good in the hood. So anyway, Benny.
Well, Don, we got a great, absolutely awesome response to this poll. 234 votes.
Wow.
23 comments about who they wanted. And so out of 234 votes, Kristen Tinsley wins with 68%.
Wow, Christian Tinsley.
And Justin McDonald, who
I'm
gave
coming for you, Tinsley.
Alfredo a run
Coming
for
for you.
his money there, he only got 32%. So Kristen Tinsley is our winner, and if you get to read the comments, you'll see that Kristen is favored.
Christian Tinsley, congratulations.
Yeah.
She created the term on our show, and I think she's using it in her stand-up. She created the term right here, dick bumper. Yes, she calls her belly portion dick bumper for a little Irishman. So
I can see how that works.
yeah, so things like that happen right here on Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up.
Absolutely.
That's worth the price of admission, everybody. But anyhow, I want to say congratulations to both guys. Andrew Plagianos, you will be facing off
Thank you.
against Christian Tinsley.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Thanks,
that's
brother.
going to be a tough one.
Appreciate it.
So do you have any words for Christian Tinsley before we end the show tonight?
Don't worry, I'll bring the body back. I was trying to sound like a badass. I got nothing after that.
It's a little psychotic.
Don't worry, I already have body bags in my car. Wait, that doesn't make me sound very good.
Well, that's the show for tonight, folks. I want to thank both our contestants for coming down. Of course, thank all our judges. What a blast it has been, everyone. And I knew it ahead of time because I wrote it down. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up. And also, if you're interested in being on the show, email us at putupshutup@gmail.com. Also, be sure to check out Gov's Radio and all the shows on Gov's Radio and Facebook Live every day, as there's always a ton of great shows here all week long, including Knock 'em Dead Comedy every Monday through Friday.
Thank you.
And make sure you come out to Governor's Comedy Club, Brokerage, and McGuire's and support live stand-up comedy, because there's no better place to see comedy than live. Right, Olga?
Yes.
Yes. I'm Don Sill, and on behalf of everyone here, I'd like to say thank you, good night, and always be funny. Yes!
Yeah.